a man from Florida that is known to do unusual and awkward like things, perhaps even strange. Florida man. Welcome to Florida, man. That didn't even sound right. Play that music. Yeah. 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 I like that, man. That sounds pretty cool. Very mellow and vibed in. All right.
You should have let it cue into the show instead of just saying shit.
Yeah, should have. But I fucked that up too.
Mm.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Everyman Show. I am your host, John Everyman, and sitting with me today is the crew of Mateo. And again, man, I'm going to get used to this, and I don't feel like I want to get used to something and then get my heart broken later. But I'm sitting here yet again with the man from Penis and Vagina Records himself, NoEmotion.
Yeah, look at my mask. It's golden. Don't ask who am I. No emotion. Yeah.
Let me ask you, NoEmotion. Is there going to come a day you're just going to disappear and break our hearts again here?
Yeah,
I'm never disappearing again. I'm staring around. I'm here on this human plane. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna leave because once I figure out how to get back to my original home, I am gonna leave the human realm.
Okay. All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm hoping you stick around and hang out with us till that happens.
Yeah.
Sitting on the other side of me, holding down the boards, and man, this is so weird. I feel like I'm in an episode of a Twilight Zone or some shit.
Yo, it's like a Kramer or Seinfeld.
Yes, you're absolutely right. When they had that little like reverse Superman bizarro world going on and shit, this is really weird. But I have Walter sitting behind us, holding down the boards. I want to say go fuck yourself, but I'm afraid if I do that, he might mute my mic now.
Nah, he just quit his job at Applebee's, so don't do that too long. Alright? You've been managing the kitchen for a few years, and now we're doing something that he kind of fucks with. Man.
But yeah, I think Walter's gonna be sitting there for a little bit. Unfortunately, we were informed out of short notice that Noodles is going on a vegan spiritual journey, and he won't be back for a little while.
The Trailblazers are in the playoffs. Alright, they got Dame Lillard, C.J. McCollum.
They are in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Seriously? Like,
and they don't have any black people in Portland, so Noodles could be friends with those guys. Noodles smokes joints and out blunts and shit, so they'd
We
be
should
like,
have
yeah,
told
we
them
need
though.
that.
Someone should have told them that the Raiders are in Las Vegas and not in Portland.
Nah, no one should live in Las Vegas. That is what the Las Vegas proves that America is the real shithole country.
Jesus Christ, man. Alright, well, we wish Noodles luck, and we wish we were here to go in proper farewell, but you will be missed, my friend, and we'll have a basket of carrots waiting for you whenever you decide to come back.
I think we should just move the Everyman Show to Portland.
We should, right? No, but then we won't see any sunlight out there. There's no sun in the place. That shit is horrible.
Is it really filled with white people that look like vampires at night?
I think so. That's when they did that movie, the one with the wolf and the vampire.
It sounds like a place. It sounds like Portland.
Twilight.
Twilight. Was it filmed in Portland? Don't lie to me. Because Portland sounds like a place where they're filming on a real cloudy day every scene.
Wasn't Kurt Cobain from Seattle? Like a lot of those.
Yeah. Well,
from Seattle,
he blew up from there.
Yeah, the grunge era.
Yeah, global warming's happening, so now Seattle's like the new San Francisco.
It's very true.
Hey, no, I was thinking about it though. If I was a vampire, I think I'd have some more bitches.
Way more.
Yeah, way more. What?
Way more.
Eat that pussy with my fangs.
Yeah.
I think you seen Twilight, bro.
What you wearing on your shirt there looks like the vampire you would be.
Yeah, for real. And the best thing about vampires, the best thing about being a vampire, you never care when she's on her period. Like, that's the best time. Like, that's just like, oh, I can smell you, honey. It's
You're like a shark.
Yeah, you're like a shark, bruh.
Yeah, John, you know about Baby Shark?
No, but I do know we have a guest in this room that we have yet to introduce. Sitting with us, man. I feel like all my friends have been with me forever, man. And when I see certain ones come by, they remind me that it's been forever. And that is the example I got sitting across from me right now, next to me. I have Edwin Ruiz. I was gonna say Ed, but I said let me just do it outright. Edwin Ruiz.
Business card name.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about real estate, finances, stuff that you go, huh? We
What?
want to make you guys understand it. That's what this show's about. We make people understand things. And I brought my friend, my dear old friend, Ed. I'm gonna call you Ed through the show. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
Call him Ed, bro.
Absolutely.
I love Ed, man. That's one of my. Yo, when I hear someone by the name of Ed, and just not just because it's you, but like when I hear someone with the name of Ed, you always feel like something good is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a fun time on like beer, you know, or some weed.
Yeah, Ed sounds like beer.
Yeah, nah, 'cause Ed, you a stand-up guy, man. When you Eddie, you cool, but it's like,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might be psychotic. You might be the one
Eddie is a
that's
little
arguing
crazy.
with a girlfriend and shit in the car, and he drives like that IROC Z28 with a mullet still. That's Eddie.
I got a couple of close Eddies too. Yeah.
But yeah, man, Ed, you hear that name, and it's like, yeah, that guy's cool. It sounds like he's got to have like a twang on him too, though. Like,
yeah, Eddie's.
yeah, like he'd be like, hey, what's
Eddie's
up?
wear their hat crooked.
Yeah.
You know, like the people that just even when they old, they wear their hat like at an angle.
Is that how you wear your hat, Ted?
When I wear hats, you know, every now
You
and
tilt
then,
it to the side of crooked?
Depends on where the sun is aiming to, but yeah.
Depends on the mood.
Yeah, but hey, it's great to see you, man. It's been a long time, man. It's
Yes,
been years.
man.
It's
Yes.
beautiful.
You
It's
know what?
beautiful to see the evolution of.
I've seen these guys know me now from being just John Everyman and this pervert-esque type of guy that like to paint me as and like weird ass old person. But you can attest to a little bit of the life that was before John Everyman. What was that like?
John Everyman. Hey, well, I'll tell you what, man. I always knew you were going to be somewhere along the lines of this, man, just because you've got that personality. You've always had that stand-up personality. We always got along great. I think we both are kind of that way, so you tend to gravitate to each other. We were also the young ones of the group back then. But yeah, man, John, you were a great guy, man. You always had everyone laughing. Had the cornrows, guys. That's how far back I know John.
You had cornrows.
John and I go way back to when we both had
I can
hair.
see you with,
That's how far
I
back.
can see you with flesh corn rolls, man. Just like start stretching out your head, the scalp. Just to, grab the meat, pull it back. Yeah,
All the way.
yeah, dog. Get you
Like
some.
Carmelo Anthony at Syracuse.
For real, you be like one of them dinosaurs that have the protective backs, like a reptile where you touch the back and it's like protective, and you got the extra. You got that extra. You got it, dog.
John had the Chino XL long.
Yo, you had the long shits.
The long joints. The long joints, like Chino XL.
You wore Timbs.
I did. It was the 90s.
Ah,
man.
you
What
was-
are you talking about?
It was that era of hip hop.
Yeah, baggy
it was still
jeans.
backpacks and Timbos. You know.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wu-Tang was
Did you ever
relevant,
think-
homie.
We hadn't become billionaires in hip hop yet. Hip hop was still at its founding, starting stages of starting to grow.
Yes.
You know, so it was still like backpacker in the club, rough shit.
Yeah,
Nobody
man.
allowed hip hop concerts. You know?
Niggas was wearing bubble vests in the summer, yo.
They wanted to do hip
With
hop
your
concerts,
do-rag
and they were
on.
like, "Nah, you people are gonna come in here and fight and ruin the whole place. You know, we won't let you in."
DJs were using the vinyl records to spin,
Yeah.
homie.
Those are the good times, man. When you used to listen to a rapper that you thought could beat you up. Like, like I like this nigga. Like, yo, it's hard to respect a nigga that you feel you could choke out.
That's why I listen to R&B more, because I'm like,
Yes.
this motherfucker's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
This
Art-
motherfucker will kick you through a back.
Yes, he'll fucking survive you with stamina.
You looking at the rappers like, you fucking want to be looking at one dude on beat his ass, y'all rob him for his chain. A lot of those rappers get robbed for their chains now on a regular basis, right?
Nah.
It happened to someone recently.
Who
You
was
would
the last one to
need
get
to
robbed?
rob for their chain.
Nah, but rappers are, it's more like a popular occurrence, man. Like NBA,
No, it's just
NBA
that
players and football players.
Rappers is when you hear about it, but anytime somebody got a $40,000 chain on,
Yeah,
someone's gonna want to take that. That's
Yes.
a $40,000 thing that you could be taking.
Yes, because anytime I see somebody with really nice things, I do think of stealing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I think of it. I don't do it. That doesn't make me a complete scumbag, but there's a lot of scumbag in me. So it's like I can't be, if there's too many people, like like he said, a $40,000 chain. I'm looking at that shit like that could change my whole generation.
It would, yo. You
And
take
it's
that
so
shit.
petty. It's such a petty amount of money, but I feel like I will take that risk.
Whose chain do you think you could rob out of a known rapper?
Nobody, because I don't know, man. I wouldn't take nobody's chain, man. I'm
You know
not.
what?
You know what happens nowadays? I wouldn't know the rapper if he was standing next to me.
Oh,
to
I'm
be
the
honest
same
with
way.
you.
I'm
You
the
know,
same way,
With the
like-
way it is now, I mean, it's great for them though because technology, right? SoundCloud, they cut all the middle corporations out. Now these guys are hitting 1 million views and they're making money, but
Yeah.
I can.
You don't know
stand
who the
next
fuck
to,
they are.
Yeah, one of the little yachties and
The-
Fadi Thadi.
You're not on the baby.
But yo, so
Nah,
you
Lil Baby.
Actually, I like
Nah,
Baby.
nah.
I
Or
like
the
the
Baby
I like the
shot.
one song.
There's
So-
Lil Baby and then there's the baby.
There's two of them?
See what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's the baby.
The baby's the real one. The baby killed somebody at a Walmart.
yeah, the baby killed
At
somebody.
Walmart.
At Walmart.
Hey,
That sounds real-
that's
real
that's
weird.
certified thug. You know, you
Do you
kill
know that
somebody, but
sounds-
you kill somebody at Walmart.
And
Hey,
he's still getting
If
money.
no one
Yeah,
knew you
yeah.
were talking about a rapper right now, and the way he just said that sounded so crazy. The baby killed a bunch of people at Walmart.
No. Kill the guy.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Kill
This
the
guy's
guy.
not a fucking
The
bad
baby
boy.
killed
My
him.
bad. Well,
Killed the
there
guy.
we go.
It's
That sounds
self-defense,
a lot
bro.
better than one guy.
The baby did it.
He's not on some shy shit.
But
On some
still,
shy.
but think about it. You just say that outright to someone, didn't know it was a rapper, and you talking to your friend or whatever, and they just walk by and listen to you, be yo, the baby killed a guy at Walmart.
That's what you do for the clout. You get tattoos on your face for
What
the
is the
clout.
world coming to?
You
Yo.
fix your hair for the clout. You kill people at Walmart. for
That
the
is
clout.
very true. But yo, I want to ask you a question though. So the rappers, right? So you sell what do you do again? Because we haven't really asked you what it is
Well,
that
he
you
does,
do.
he's gonna talk about real estate.
Real estate. So
Yeah.
have you worked with any rappers or artists with what you do?
I've come across.
What
yeah.
do you do? Let's
Yeah,
start
this
there.
is where I'm trying to get to. Because I'm interested in asking them questions.
He's really good, man. He's caring about
He's
like,
caring about
interviewers. Yeah, man. I
And
like
now-
this. I like him. But we need him more in here. I don't have to do much.
I want to get to this, but that was like we hopping into a whole different Rick and Morty voice.
Yeah, we
I
would
got
Yeah.
a
lost
question.
you down there. But yeah, what do you do?
So let's do this. What I do, guys, I do mortgages. I'm a mortgage originator. Basically, I'm the person that helps you get the money to buy your home. I also work the real estate aspect of the process, right? Because it goes hand in hand. But I concentrate more on the mortgage end because the financing is the crucial key to ensuring that you're going to be able to have the
To
money
get
to
it.
buy that home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So from being in the business, I've been doing this for almost 20 years now. I had the fortune of starting to do this at a young age. Somebody introduced me to it, so I've been through the ups and downs of the industry, and more than anything, I've just gained a lot of knowledge, man. So the way that I look at it, my outlook of it is a little bit different than other people in the industry as well, because I like helping people. I got a passion to help people. Now that I'm older, and life changes as you move along, and you start realizing certain things that later, when you were younger, you didn't realize. You know what I mean? So
What made you start wanting to help people instead of just trying to get money from selling? So you sell real estate now. Okay, to a dummy, right? What does real estate mean to a dummy?
real estate is property. Basically,
Okay,
it's
so when
property.
you
buy
own-
a home,
So when you own a home or property, right? What made you start to want to help people compared to just trying to get some money?
well, I'll tell you what. As I got older, hindsight is 20/20. They say, right? When we look back, we can see everything clearly because that happens to everyone. You look back at a situation, you're like, "Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that, or I could have done this. I could have done that." As I got older, I realized things that, basically, in our community, right? The community I come from, where I grew up, people I grew up around.
Where are you from?
I'm from Miami, the 305.
What part of Miami,
Little
my friend?
Havana.
5,
Little
baby.
Havana.
Shout out Little Havana.
Yeah, we
Yes,
in
sir,
this
one
bitch.
time.
In this.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, I'm from Little Havana, from the Brickell area of Little Havana, but not the Brickell that's there
West
nowadays.
Brickell. West
Not that
Brickell.
Brickell, that pretty beautiful thing that's there nowadays. Back in the
You're in
days,
the dirty ranch.
yeah,
That
it was
Bravo.
a little bit of a rough
Yeah.
neighborhood,
Niggas
but it was always
dying in
love.
front of
So.
that bank steps.
Yeah. The basketball practice had a drill where you hit the floor when you heard the gunshot. So it was part of the practice.
All right, so go back to that. You were saying that people from your area.
So listen, I realized as I got older, right, that the demographics and things of the world that we live in to present date, right, nobody really comes down into the communities or into our communities, the black or Spanish communities, and kind of walks us through the process and educates us, right? Because what happens is you're kind of growing up in a box. Like I got into mortgages, right, doing mortgages, and the first thing they told you as far as sales was like, oh, you go tap your friends and family, right? Hey, none of my friends and family I could have tapped on that. My French parents, nobody owned their home. Everybody rented, breaking their backs to put a roof over their head.
Everybody does, man. And I have one question for you that probably a lot of the people that listen to this thing, because there's a lot of people that are renting that hope to own a crib one day. And how much do you think people really gotta have to own a crib and be able to finance it responsibly, like a 2-bedroom house, for example?
Yeah. Well, listen, it's all in proportion to the size of the property that you're purchasing or the value of it, right? So traditional lending lines say that you need to have at least 3.5 to 5% of the purchase price. If the price that you're purchasing the home is down payment.
So let's give an example. A house is $100,000. I need to have $5,000.
And you know, houses in Miami, $100,000.
Correct.
Let's go with 200.
Yeah.
But even
I didn't want to do so much math.
Use a
But
little
$200,000,
but
I
that
need
way-
10 bands.
A lot of the people that listen to the show, that's what you got. That's what you gotta. You know, people got hope for that kind of shit.
You know
Yeah.
what? Speaking of people that listen to the show, and before you go into that, let me ask you a question. Should everyone own a home
Absolutely.
or own property?
Absolutely,
You think
absolutely.
so?
Everybody should absolutely own a home and own property because here's what happens, man. It's the demographic and it's a bigger picture than that. It's the way things are set up, right? When we're renting, I mean, it's a great thing because you need to keep a roof over your head, but that's money that's not working for you. You're throwing that money away, to speak, in a sense, right? I mean, it's a roof
Correct.
over your head, but if you pay $2,000 a month for rent, right, which will say is an average rent price nowadays, you know.
In a 3-bedroom in a 3-2 community, yeah, you're looking about anywhere from 1,800 to 2,100 easily a month. In Miami, people don't get confused. I know people listen to it and they're like, "Wow, yes, this is the going market out here in South Florida. This is the average. You want to come live in Miami and you don't want to own property, you want to rent." You gotta spend. Be prepared. If you're trying to even a 1-1 out in Miami right now, what is that? Like 1,200, 1,300 a month?
Easily, and depending on the location. What happens? Miami is the biggest growing city in the past 10 years. I mean, and we're all from here, so we've seen the beauty of what it's evolved
Right.
to. But it's something extraordinary.
But you advocate owning a business. You say owning a property. Everyone should own a property.
I do, man, and it comes down to this, right? And it's a little bit bigger than just owning a property. I think in life in general, you have to have your money work for you, right?
Right.
Somebody broke that down to me in a quote, and it resonated with me. It said, you have to have your money work for you, or if not, you're going to work for it until the day you die, right?
Well, I'm in the sentiment of that, but look, I look at it like this, and I'm playing, devil's advocate here on the other side. I'm just debating. But looking at it from this perspective, I know that it's expensive to rent here per se, but just overall in the concept of things, like I rent somewhere, but if I lose my job tomorrow, I'm not worried about losing my apartment that way. At least I know that the landlord's gonna try to evict my ass. I got a couple ways to get out, and I can go crash at a buddy's until I figure out maybe living in efficiency. You know what I mean? Like I can play with my money when you're in the low budget of life. You know what I mean? When you're just like, damn, because my concept is too, like, I get these mortgages take forever, man. You get like these 20, 30-year loans, and you like get off work till I'm 60 to pay the bitch.
Well, listen, and that's a great point that you bring up, but that's also part of understanding the bigger picture and the structure of it, right? Because it's basically the way the system is built. The system is built so that the uppers stay on the upside, right?
Right.
With life okay.
You say uppers, you mean like people with money.
The high class, yeah.
Yeah,
It's called
yeah,
the higher
right.
class, right?
Right.
So the middle class will just pretty much disappear.
The workers.
And the lower class, right?
Mhm.
The system is designed for us to stay on the bottom, you know? And what happens is because of pushing those type of things. If you pay your rent, the equivalent of the amount of rent that you would pay, it's always more than what a mortgage payment would be, including taxes, payment, and more taxes, insurance, and property taxes.
So what would I look like if I'm renting a 3-2 at $2,000 a month? What would a 3-2 look like in a mortgage?
In a mortgage, you'd be looking at a nice little townhouse, like a good $225,000 townhouse.
Yeah, but like a month, like on a monthly.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So say if you came to me, right, and we got you pre-approved right now,
Mhm.
you bought a nice little townhouse for
Mhm.
$250,000. Okay, hang on, let me go to the quick tool because now.
And that's what people gotta think about. If
here's
you
where-
pay
here's where the
$1,600 in
passion
rent,
part comes in of it. You know,
Maybe
I do
try
this
to-
from the heart.
But do you guys
oh,
agree?
and we
We
got
doing real
somebody
estate to go
in
on
the
that.
motherfucking house.
Hey,
we got
we doing real estate in here now?
Oh, welcome
yeah.
to the show.
Bro, we
Mr.
doing
Cadet.
mortgages.
Oh, we doing mortgage?
Yeah.
So we
Well,
own houses?
well, let me ask you
We
guys.
do all type of crazy.
Listen,
We
I'm not
about
gonna
to
ask
own
you guys in
trying to
concept,
own
but what do you
houses.
guys
Man, I ain't
think?
on the shit, man.
Do you guys think?
I'm trying to live in a trailer park my whole life, man.
See?
That's the whole fucking goal.
It-
But you wanna own your trailer though.
I do want to own my trailer.
There you
Because I
go.
can move it when I want.
Do you sell trailers?
They're hard to finance, man, because they, if it's cemented to the ground and it's staked in there and owned.
So what? It's harder to get a trailer for real?
Actually, you couldn't finance a trailer. Yeah, it's tougher to finance.
Yo,
That's
I'm
bugged
driving
out.
around Texas in your trailer,
Hey,
dog.
listen,
We out there
let
doing
me come back to
comedy
the
shows.
question that you was asking, though, right?
Okay.
You say you're paying about $2,000
Yeah,
a month.
let's say
or so, right?
2,000 on a 3-2.
So if you came and purchased a home, right? We went and bought you a townhouse for $250,000. That down in Miami is tough to get,
Right.
But you can find it, right? So
Yeah.
just using hypothetically, at a $250,000 loan amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which really your loan amount would be lower than that because you'd be putting a down payment down. But at $250,000, your principal and interest payment would be $1,267. To that payment, you would add your taxes and insurance,
Right.
right? So call it another 400 round if you want.
Right.
That's still leaving us at where? At about 1700,
Close to 17.
right? And now this is your mortgage payment on a $250,000.
Yeah, it's like $300 or $400 bucks less.
And listen, yeah, but what happens is that now this property, it's something of yours. Every month when you're making the payment to that property, from that 1,267, a portion of that is getting put into the equity of the home. You're paying down the balance of that loan. That means that property is working for you. Basically, in essence, it's like a savings account, because you have equity that builds in that property and it's money that's sitting there.
Yeah.
Real estate is something that appreciates better than anything in the world. I mean, we had a situation in
We
the
took
market.
that dip. I remember that bitch. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
mean,
I felt
so,
like I lost
but
the house.
traditionally, real estate is something that appreciates the best. You get your better return or percentage of return on it. So, and that property is also going to appreciate in value. So you bought it at 250 today, but in 3 years, it might be very well close to 300.
Right.
You understand? So it's your money working for you. If you were paying that same rent of $2,000, in 2 years you threw away $40,000. You have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? Nothing that's yours concrete.
You know what? But you pointed out something. You said, that the system is almost designed to keep people at the bottom and the bottom.
Yes, sir.
But how does someone let's say me, I'm in debt to my eyeballs. I work every day. I'm almost at a check status. Where's the reality for a person like me to own property? My credit score is
420?
I wish it was, but I think it might be
That's
less.
a good. 420 is a good credit
420
score.
on
man.
that time. You know what I mean? But I checked it one time because now these apps
Free
on your
check,
phone.
check.
Yeah. I did one of them bitches.
Yo, they got catchy ass songs.
And they give you grades.
Yo, what they do?
If you ever see those overall grades they give you,
Yeah.
mine is a D. I was like, D. Damn, I felt good because I was like, at least I'm not an F.
At least you giving that D out.
Credit
Yo,
score.
yeah,
your
I
credit-
got that D for you, girl.
your-
That D credit.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
for
asked
real.
him
Gotta
what
get that
type of
girl.
house you could get with bad credit?
With D credit, my friend.
A pillow
It's not
and a
F.
sheet.
A house,
That's
on
not-
the,
that's
a
not
house
that
on
you
the
can-
runway in an
No,
airport.
you can pillow and a sheet. You can sleep anywhere.
Look, if John actually lived in his means, he'd just live in a 1999 Toyota RAV4.
Hey, listen, man, I slept in the car before. I can
You got it
handle
down.
shit.
I wish, I actually want to.
Wait, yeah.
I actually do want to one day be able to just live in a car for a little bit, like just live in a
What's a
Walmart.
little bit like a week?
Like now for like a year.
A year?
I want to live in my. I want to I'm so serious. Like I'm not joking at all. I really want to for real live in my car for a year, stack bread and all that shit. But like I got kids and shit.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, you gotta have your kids.
I can't. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna do that shit with the whole family. Unless I start writing a book or something, like if I'm working on a movie, or and I'm like it's like a reality show where like I just take my whole family to go live inside of the car and film it. Like we're gonna save money and then we're gonna save money for a year. We're gonna live like scumbags, but after that we're gonna show everybody how we came from nothing. And now we bought a home because we just saved all of this money for rent.
Sell that shit, and you making more money.
Just
on
get a
top of
van, but you gotta sign them to it. I learned how to do it. I'm not joking. I watch videos YouTube. You gotta sign up to a gym. You gotta sign up to a gym. No, you don't. You gotta be
You
shaved.
living with two kids in a rape van?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can't live with two kids in a rape van. They will pull up on you.
No windows. I'm going to jail, bud.
The windows all blacked out.
Listen, when you disguise it, get the VW bug.
Yeah, get the VW bug.
Because white people used to do that shit for fun.
Yeah, this is true.
They get the Volkswagen van, deck it out, and then they'll drive to beautiful.
Oh, like them
locations.
hippie vans and shit, right?
But-
Yeah, like them
Like
flower
Scooby-Doo
power
and them
vans.
shit.
Yeah.
I want to drive one of them things and have a weed plant in the back, and if I get pulled over, I'll be like, nah, it's just Christmas here, baby. Because, you know, I'm about my trees
Oh,
every
man.
day.
But yeah, man. But tell me, what's the reality in people like us that just sit there and we don't have it, and we got that deep?
No, we don't believe we have it. This is the thing. This is
don't have it.
okay. What I want to know is this, 'cause I got a lot of questions, but I'm just holding back.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so a person that has no hope in their financial situation, right? There's just no hope in mine. You're just like, nigga, I don't even have money, my nigga. You feel me?
Like you can barely afford that.
I could barely I could afford the 4x4, but we talking about whatever a down payment or whatever that is,
Right.
right?
You just can't whip up $5,000.
Now
$10,000
you guys
for a
started
percentage
talking.
of a
You
house.
guys started talking numbers, right?
Yeah.
And after a while of hearing numbers, people that don't understand numbers are like, okay, that's too many numbers. Tell me the first one. That's
Look at it
all
like
I
this,
want to
though.
know is the first number. Like,
what would be the
what
first
do I need to start with? Like,
Like, you
can
mean like
like
credit?
no money. Like, is $500 enough
to start this
to start the
conversation.
process of
Gotcha.
buying a house?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
question.
tell you something. Look, and this is gonna blow your mind a little bit, right? But before I say this, just so it's not misinterpreted out there, right?
Sure.
Because it could be taken the wrong way in the
course.
wrong context, right? Because
Half our crowd is
buy,
high. All
buy,
this is
yeah,
to the
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. We're about to go right back there now. Listen, buying and no money don't really come hand in hand in the same sentence, right? You can't really buy anything with
Exactly.
no money. You know?
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah.
But there is programs, right? There's programs depending on where you live at. That if you are a first-time home buyer, right? Because the counties and the government has a need to promote home ownership. You know what I mean? Especially for principal residences, for people that this is their home that they're gonna buy because this is what makes up communities and in the cities and the states and everything.
Does that really exist?
It absolutely exists, right?
Let's find
It
out.
absolutely exists.
That's the thing.
It
People be
absolutely
ignorant to
exists.
shit.
And there's programs that depending on where it's at, it'll give you money to help you buy the home, right? Now, depending on where it's at, Miami's a unique. It's a unique.
What if
city.
you're talking Broward County or just goddamn South Florida? Because all
Well,
that shit
listen,
is one thing.
That's where I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna bring it down to you right now and give you a perspective of it. Miami's a unique city, right? We live off that pride, right? We live where everybody vacations, right? That's the hashtag and shit, right?
Dream city.
So that comes with a price to it, right? So when we
Hookers.
talk about $250,000 for a townhouse down here in Miami, you know, you're like, hey, prices are high. It's somewhere that's of high demand. So high
Yeah.
demand, the cost goes up. But if you go an hour and a half down to Southwest Florida, Naples, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and these little areas, you can buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a pool. I'm talking about screened in with a lanai on a quarter acre for $200,000. And your monthly payment on that would be about $1,500, everything included. With taxes, insurance, and mortgage and shit.
You said a month.
So it's perspective, yes sir.
Damn, that should be fucked up.
But how-
That sounds good, but,
But
there's no
I'm a
benefit.
Why
broke
do I-
person. I don't want to leave
God.
Miami. Can I buy property here in South Florida
You
being broke?
can. You,
But I don't have money to come
Yo,
with it down.
I don't know.
Sell candy on the Metro Rail, John.
I don't know what's happening.
All you need is a Sam's Club membership.
listen, Broward County has down payment assistance programs that give you anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 to buy a house.
Seriously?
They give you the money?
Yeah, it's grants. They're grants.
Okay, this is my next question. How do I make sure I capitalize on being a first-time homeowner the best way possible? It's kind of like, you know, like when you first do your taxes, you go to a regular person, and then you learn that like
find the
there's
finesse.
somebody else that knows how to finesse shit. And then I don't want to go to no whack shit for my first time. So how do you know what angle or where to look to be able to, for me to finesse the system? Do I find somebody like you to do it for me, and I just put my love and trust and belief in you?
Listen, I absolutely will say so, man. But you know what? That is the key. You have to find the right person that's going to be able to sincerely guide you and point you in the right direction. Because what happens is it's a big industry, you know. So there's a lot of people that do the same job that I do that may sit down with someone like you and look at your credit and see the 420, like John said, or look at his credit with the 420 and be like, hey, you don't qualify, man. Have a nice
So
day.
okay,
You know, but then there's someone like me who I take a different approach to, because I take an approach of helping people, of giving back. It's my way to give back. I think God's blessed me with being able to make a living. I enjoy doing what I do. You know what I mean? I have
Yes.
that mentality that if I love what I do, I don't have to get up and go to work.
Question of what you do. Are you helping the person find a house, or you're helping the person get the money for the house?
Yeah, well, I'm doing both, but my personal role is helping get the money. I have realtor partners that I work with that then I'll put you together after I pre-approve you and determine how much of an amount you're approved for a purchase.
So it's kind of like when you go. It's kind of like when you go look for a fucking auto loan in a way. You go holler at banks and shit first before you go to the dealership. Like you're supposed to contact like 5 different credit unions, right? They all give you an offer, and then when you go to buy the fucking car, you're like, I don't want to talk. This is what I have. And they keep being like, talk to our financial guy. Talk to our financial guy. And I'm like, listen. I know who I know. It's like a fucking record. So
We're 0.9%. Destroy you.
So here's my question. Are you the person to fucking care about a person, like how much they get to buy the house? Or are you the person to help a person that doesn't understand how to apply for those different things? Like when somebody comes to you, are you gonna be like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sign you up for the fucking first Negro League college fucking education, goddamn first black person to walk on the moon foundation. And I know that this exists. So are you that person, or are you just kind of the person that people are talking to being like, hey, I want to buy a house, and you're checking all their credentials, and then you decide if they deserve 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of both, I guess, to be honest with you. Because what happens is everything's guidelines. There's a box that we have to fit to be able to qualify for all these things, right?
Yes.
And that's where I come in with the time that I have and the knowledge that I have. So yeah, I'm the person that's going to sit down and look over all your stuff and tell you, hey, this is what we do or we don't qualify for, because it's all based on the ability of repayment. So whatever you can prove that's your income documented on black and white on paper, that turns into an ability to make a payment monthly, right?
Yeah.
And based on that, then that ability to make that payment correlates into the price of a property that you can afford.
Right.
So I am the person that does that, but what happens is finding the right person is right. And not just me, I mean, there's a lot of people I know that like to help, but I take a different approach in that sense. Because me, I'm not going to look at you and see the 420 credit score and be like, hey, homie, you can't do it. Sorry. I'm going to sit with you and tell you, hey, you know what? Right now we can't do it, but let's sit down and let's look at what you got to work with. And I'm going to walk you in the path that you need to walk to get to where you need to be.
I've got an interesting question. What if someone walks into your office and this guy has the 420 credit score, okay? And he goes, but I make good money, but I make money on the special side, making money.
He's self-employed.
Nigga.
Right, I'm self-employed, but you know, the tax man ain't seen that situation of me being self-employed. I throw out trash. And,
Keeps
you
the
know,
trap keeping.
yeah,
Trapper.
You see what I'm saying? And I come to you in these situations. Are these people too able to buy houses, or are these people just you're stuck in this world?
Hey, listen, everybody's able to buy a house. Everybody's
Yeah.
able to buy a house. What happens is this: there's a preset box that you have to fit into to be able to qualify to buy a house.
Sure.
So you have to have your documentation and your things.
So
in
you
order
gotta
to
talk to the tax man to buy this house.
Yeah,
Just
listen,
get a job for like 2 months.
there's
while you apply
alternative
to buy your
programs.
first.
Listen,
Work at Public for a little bit and sell
Or
some.
just put it like everyone
Sell
does,
some work.
Put it on your mom's name.
Yeah.
Mom has to qualify too.
Mom has to qualify too. That he just got
There's-
serious.
There's loans for everyone, right?
Right.
There's loans and scenarios for everyone. So there's traditional loans that are documented loans. There's loans that are non-traditional loans that actually I'm working on a loan right now for someone.
What's a non-traditional loan?
Well,
Is that where the guy with the slick hair comes out? And
So
says,
hear
"Yeah, I
about this
got you."
example.
Yeah, no, well, what happens is that there's the box of guidelines that are established by the government entities, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, that are who states what the guidelines to qualify
Freddie
for a
Mac
loan.
and Fannie Mae own
Those two
everybody.
guys right there.
They own China.
So
They will
those are
kill
guidelines that
everybody.
If you fit that box, you fit for those traditional loans that are given to them. Those are the most commonly used products, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. There's FHA.
But again,
and
what is
convention.
the
Yo,
guy with
people don't know.
the non-tax claim situation? How does
Well,
he get his foot in the
There-
door?
There's different programs. He may have to put down a little bit more money than the other person with a traditional loan, but everything's a Libra scale, you know. So depending on what your situation is that you got to work with, there's a situation on the other side to help you get in.
I think Mateo wanted to say something. What are you trying to say, man? My bad.
It don't even matter. I was going to talk about how Sally Mae and Fannie Mae, They give that sloppy toppy, boy.
Yeah, they do.
Sloppy toppy all day.
They do, bro. They gangsters in this
What?
bitch.
Because they own the world, right?
They
So
are
when
the
you flip
Illuminati.
it, and you be like, nah, bitch, you my bitch right now. Yo, I had Fannie Mae, Sally Mae. I was smashing both of them. They were asking for
Hey.
my bitch.
Fannie Mae is going to be the first group of people that become president. This is going to be the first time that the presidency is going to be around
Nah,
our country.
what? They don't want to be the president, you dumb motherfucker. Because they own him.
Yeah, they do.
They're the ones
Yeah, they
that
do.
throw Plymouth Rock upon people.
Yeah, they did. They owned that shit by the time they landed on here and say you got to pay.
But let's get back on
Not
hold on.
story.
No, get back to what we got going on. Well, I was saying,
Alright, we play music.
and then we don't got no sound. What happened to the sound?
Hey,
Sound
he
guy
went
was
on
smoking
a vegan
cigarettes.
journey.
What the?
We'll fill you in later.
Hey, I want to ask Mr. Goodnight, right? Let's just. Do you own a crib, bro?
Hell no.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, so he hears, right? Like, if you had access to talk to somebody that could help us figure out how to get a crib, right?
Okay.
Hold up.
What
I
is
think
the- what is the
was
question?
Trying to get back on who owns the world, right?
We all know who owns the world. So, but what? See, I feel like I wish I could think of the questions that
That's someone that would want to buy a house.
somebody that wanted to buy a house,
I
because
believe that-
I want to buy a house, but I just don't have. Yo, I believe what you're really selling. You're selling people and giving them hope, and because people come to you probably all the time super insecure.
Have you had to tell anyone?
But
No?
Like people, of course, you had to tell people no all the
Who
time.
have you had to tell no to?
Well, listen, see, I take a different approach to it, though. See, I won't tell anybody no. I'll tell you not right now, right?
What is not
That boy,
right
that
now?
boy
Okay,
good.
That
That
sounds like
boy,
a girl that doesn't want to
No,
give it
no,
to
no,
me.
it's-
that boy,
Fancy me
that
around.
boy good.
No,
I'm
no,
about
I'll
to
tell
say,
you
what
what it
the
is.
fuck?
Look,
man.
I was to say, what the fuck is going on here? I'm out of this. I'm all weird. We playing musical chairs. I ain't never seen these
You like his
people.
beard.
Nah.
It's
That
awesome.
boy good.
I don't know these people.
Yo, I didn't know Walter was.
These are his
in a
kids.
Nah, man. Walter was a bachata group.
Oh, so shit. So wait a minute. We was playing musical chairs, right? The sound guy is fucking Walter now. Oh, I'm
Yes.
out of here.
Walter,
It's weird, ain't it?
Bullshit.
Walter
And
was
you didn't get those
Then
artists?
fucking Walter got fucking
No.
Hey, wait. His first day on the job, he got fucking guests coming with visitors. Ain't that a motherfucker?
He's over there bragging to his friends.
And then-
Guess who's running
Walter
the
be
board
out here
today?
singing like Omega.
Yo,
And
I'm
then
the
the fucking-
man now.
Hey,
And
some
our
of the-
new sound guy ups and leave when he want to. At least the other one stayed and watched movies
And at
on
least
his
he didn't
phone.
bring his like friends and shit.
People
Are you
just
guys-
ask
No, he
me-
did.
By
No, he
chance?
did bring his friend. No, he
Are
did
any
bring
of
his
you
friend.
vegan?
He fired. He bringing extra people to
Nah,
our shit.
he trying to
Already.
bring
He
better
just got
results.
hired.
Oh well, he's accepted. I like this guy already. It
What?
looks vegan.
Oh,
as
shit.
Who is
shit.
this?
You know what?
Who is
Hey,
this?
I
This
take
is
it
the sound
back,
guy?
man. I like
That'd
this
be
guy
very
too.
I don't know who these guys
Oh,
are.
they just showed up with bottles.
Are
That's
they your
dope.
friends?
No, them Walter friends. I knew sound guy.
Nah. You cause see here on the Everyman Show, sometimes there's like some check your boy incidents where you just want to make sure
Okay.
you gotta stay
Man.
the degrees of separation from whose man's that is.
Yeah, sometimes we need to ask that in the room. We're good. You saw how quick we jumped on the scene.
But I found. See, when I first sat down, I was like, man, who is this guy? You know what I mean? And I was like, wait.
That's our guest.
Yeah, I
amigo.
guess so. I don't know. Like,
That's the
we
guess.
don't know.
He
We
said,
just
I
don't.
guess
We're
so.
gonna, we're gonna keep having him on the show until
Okay.
everyone understands how to buy a house.
Okay.
Yo, but
One
somebody
You don't
did
got enough
ask
time
though
for that.
where they could contact you. One person
no,
did
we're gonna
ask.
get
I
to
don't
that.
know.
We'll
Well,
get to
somebody
that.
asked now. Who knows if they're dipping or not? But somebody did ask. But real
real quick,
real
throw
fast.
the mention for them on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
line.
we're-
Instagram, you can follow me at @edruiz _mortgage _specialist.
Okay, let's continue.
All right. So, but you know what? Ed, let me ask you a
Oh shit,
question.
we got an edit guy too now.
Who's one of the most
Oh,
unique
shit.
people you sold a house
You
to?
doing big things to him,
One of
man.
the most
Edit
unique
guy,
people
sound
I
guy.
sold a house to.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you an old story, man. Back in the days when I first started doing mortgages, my partner that I work with and showed me the game in the industry.
Okay.
We did a construction loan for Chris Lighty when he was still alive. He was one of the first people to build it was like a $4 million mansion out there in Pinecrest before Pinecrest is what it is now with all
Really?
the big ass mansions. But he was one of the first dudes. He put $2 million up cash and he built it from the ground up, straight up construction.
So Chris Lighty was the one that revolutionized the baldness of Pinecrest.
Yeah, I ain't know
Violator.
R.I.P. Chris Lighty.
Oh, that shit
It was a hell of a house, not for nothing. He was
And
and he was. My man was at his wedding and all that. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty.
I want to shout out one thing. Since we do a podcast, Combat Jack, before he died, did a great podcast on Chris Lady. So if y'all like podcasts and listen to the show,
That's real.
you should
After
check
you
that
listen to ours, of course.
out. After you listen to ours, but that's about the life and death of Chris Lady. It's on Spotify.
Really? Man,
I gotta
like
watch
that
that,
guy,
man. I gotta watch that.
Who?
Oh, Chris Lighty. That's Violator Records.
Oh,
Yes,
So,
sir.
like,
Yo, foundation
Back
in
in the
hip
day,
hop,
bro.
back in the days.
we're going to get on some hip hop
Mob
later.
Deep.
I'm
We're
glad you're
getting to
here.
that. That's
Because we
exciting.
can defend
but
that young boy dumb stupid shit. If not, Lil Boosie isn't getting through to the even the
yeah,
round.
thank
of
God you're
32.
here. I think Little Boosie has a chance now. We'll get into that.
Hold up. What are we saying about Boosie? We can't disrespect Boosie in
actually,
front of him.
Oh wow, I
Nah,
didn't even know.
don't-
This is
don't
getting
disrespect
interesting
Little
already. Let's stop
Boosie.
here.
Yo,
Getting
Don't
out.
disrespect Boosie, guys.
I got something
Nah,
to say.
man, don't fuck with Boosie in front of me.
John and Ed used to work at a record store together.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, y'all did work at a
you know,
record
really quick,
store.
Let's talk about that. So
Oh, you
one of
know
the
him?
coolest, one of the coolest
From
things,
life.
One of the
From
coolest
life.
things
Oh, I
about
guess.
Ed is that we go back to a time that I feel was one of the coolest times of our era.
Yeah, it really is.
This was before iTunes and all that bullshit.
Yes, I got questions.
And we worked at a record store.
Record store, what is that?
Ah, that's
Yes,
what I was gonna
thank
tell
you.
you. That-
What is a record store, my
there were
friend?
these things back in the days called record stores
What?
that actually sold the records. Where the word comes from, there used to be this big vinyl things that used to put on a record.
A
player.
magical
That's where the music-
record store?
Yeah, and then it
Yes,
evolved
in a
into
resale
CD
shop where people used to go in and purchase things
in person.
in person.
The tape
Tape
decks.
decks.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
The
there were
mixed
strings rolled inside of plastic
Yeah.
that you stuck inside a hole of your car.
Yes.
You press this button that looked like the play button on your thing when you go to record or take a picture on your iPhone or some shit, and music came out.
I do remember a magical land named Camelot. I do remember a Camelot in my
What's
past.
your opinion on that, man? The fact that all these record stores and shit like this is dying, man, and
You
everything's
know what,
going
man?
online.
Being that the era we were from, that was like the coolest fucking job you could have.
Yes,
Was to be at a
that
record
was.
store because you got the insight to everything. We used to
You
go
get
to
to
all the
steal.
private.
You get to steal. Yep.
I think the statute of limitations is over. I cleaned
Yeah.
the house.
If you work at a record store,
Yo, you
and
guys
got a
took the
CD burner at the crib.
Yep.
You could be a
Yeah.
millionaire. in the
it went
90s
bur-
if you
but
did it
see, that's the thing. We were still on the cusp of like burners weren't even out yet.
Yeah,
That was like
yeah.
a rare thing to find, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a good question for y'all. So, what was the record that you think you sold the most?
Yes. What was the most sold CD
Wow, that's a good
ever
question.
while y'all were working? Was it Backstreet Boys or something?
Well, I would say more like Julio Iglesias.
Julio Iglesias?
I know
Some
we
crazy
we
shit.
sold a lot of, and shout out to my dog Fulanito. We sold that's my friend Dose, One Love Dose. We sold a lot of those Fulanito CDs. I
Yo,
remember
I'm
that.
talking about. Look, artists.
I don't
this is
know
the weird
none
thing
of
with-
these
with-
guys. I feel like y'all niggas about to eat
So, no,
good.
no, no, listen, listen,
What?
back in the day,
All you gotta know is if you go to Blue Martini and Kendall's on like a weekday, you just tell one of them 47-year-olds you try to go to the crib and listen to some Julio Iglesias.
One of them.
When they was saying
Tito
all those
Fuentes.
names, I was about to just come
Nah,
out of nowhere and be
that's
like,
not
Pasolito
old,
is
no way.
shit. He the best I ever seen in my
Listen,
life.
man,
Homie,
let
he
me
spit
tell
mad
you,
balls.
Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna put up one more number for the home team. We personally sold it was like about 130 of Epps' mixtape.
Yeah,
Yep,
shout out to
City of
DJ
Dreams,
Epps, man.
Miami. My dog Epps.
This was the funny thing
I
back
brought him on
then.
consignment over there, boy.
That's what I was gonna get at. I was
about
about to mention that. There was a time when artists, to get known, when you were just like this local artist before you hit national shit, they used to go record shop to record shop and get these things called a consignment deal. So the manager of the store would listen to your music. If you like this shit, he said like, fuck it, we're gonna pump your shit in our store and we'll give you a cut for whatever's sold. Which I think I missed that system because you guess what? I think if we still have record stores mixed with what's going on today, a lot of these artists would get better supported locally because you would sell it and you would still make money.
Hey,
You would still
so
make
so
money
in
off
a
the CD.
in a record store, right? In a regular day, in an old school record store, did people walk in there like, I don't know what to listen to right now?
Yes.
Like I just don't know what to listen to. I'm looking
Yes.
at these
But I want
album
music.
covers.
Yes.
I want music.
Yes.
I don't know what I want.
Yes.
So, what
And
would
then,
you recommend?
so was it kind of like you were learning, like, yo, that's a bugged out job when you
had to
really,
ask what
yo,
people
think,
were
We
interested
were
in.
nah,
well-rounded.
but
We
when
were
you,
well-rounded.
but when you think about it in today's time, to think about selling a fucking, somebody that doesn't know, I listened to Ice Cube, man, I really fucking loved it.
It was like shooting fish in a
You
barrel.
go give him Ice Cube.
I heard
You
of
go
Bone
give him
Thugs in
Big
Harmony.
You go give him NWA.
And next thing you know,
you were fucking good.
You was creating, so next thing you know, these
Well, here's how
fucking
they
kids
work.
is coming back like
Well,
Most
yeah.
Def.
Well, this
That's
is how
what's
it works.
fucked up though, because a lot of Eminem listen ass motherfuckers worked at the record store, and that's why Eminem is so big, and that's why Juvenile couldn't be the biggest
Well,
rapper.
wait a
Yeah,
minute. Wait a
no,
minute.
he was
Listen,
white.
man.
Eminem was white.
Hold on a second. So this is kind of
Yeah, because them white boys worked at the store.
He was talented and white, but what'd you say?
But this is how it worked. You would go in there and not know what they wanted, but you kind of got a sense of what they were into, and you sold like that. And those who were black, man, you killed it on them selling to them, man, because they would dig into shit, and if they liked what you suggested to them, they kept coming back to the store and be like, hey, what else do you got? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It was like almost an art form, man.
You
to
was
sell
the
music.
go-to. Like everybody was
Yo.
the go-to. Like we worked, and John and I were the hip hop. If somebody came
Exactly,
in with some
which was
hip-hop,
what I was gonna
they would
mention.
send
They
them
had
to
you
us.
niggas break dancing together,
No.
fucking. niggas was in the record store, fucking freestyling next to the hip hop section.
Like,
Oh,
I would
shit.
beatbox and John would flow.
Yo,
I
but
believe
listen,
it.
This is how it worked out though. Like you would hire people based on what specialty they had. So like if someone was really like into Spanish music, you'd hire that dude, and you always kept them hanging around the Spanish music. So if someone came in there not knowing, but they were into Spanish music, this is the man. This man listened to everything and knew everything Spanish music.
Yep.
And if someone was into rock, it was the same shit. So if there was fucking 5 categories, you had 5 employees covering every fucking category. You feel me? And hip hop happened to be the more popular along with pop music and Spanish.
So you talked about some records that weren't hip hop.
Yeah, I talk about music all day.
Right.
You know what
No,
it
I
is
know.
to wake up
That's dope.
and go to work and talk music.
You can be high as hell.
Exactly, homie. All
So high all day having
You know what's
fun.
dope? That not everyone had the music. So when you
Yeah.
got that shit first, niggas was on your dick. They
The
was like,
promotion.
Yeah.
yo.
What's up?
Rappers would come in there to pump their records, and they'd be like, "Yo, we want you to rock our T-shirts,
But what's
free
suck-
concerts, pump our
No,
shit."
and you get the promotionals because you get
Yeah,
the
yo.
CD like 2 weeks before it dropped.
Yeah,
To
yo.
start kind of playing it in the store and teasing people.
And then you get mad
Now
bitches.
you
They
ain't
feel
shit.
the
You guys must have got mad bitches.
Yeah.
Yo, I used
I
to-
wish
There had
I
to be
could've
mad
been
bitches
back
there.
then and worked with y'all.
Yo, I'm telling
Actually
you,
not,
man,
'cause
I
music is better
miss
now.
that time. I think that's one of the saddest things I've seen disappear in today's society. It's just the fact that
You
we have
niggas
that.
sound old, man.
Yo, my man,
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
just
you
take
gotta
back
go
a
to
couple of
work and
decades.
talk about a bunch of shit you don't like. Imagine if you went to work all day and you talked about the shit you do like.
Hey, I'm gonna
Is that what
I'm
you
gonna
doing
let
right
everybody
now?
know. I'm gonna let everybody know that we from Miami, so they keep dropping the N-bomb in here. I know they.
Oh yeah,
I
that,
know they
oh,
don't
my
sound
bad, my
black,
bad.
but
Who's
my
they?
bad.
they cool.
Who's dropping the N-bomb?
The whitest guy in here.
Yeah, the
So look,
whitest
I
guy,
had to make sure
Walter.
let everybody know that we
Walter.
from Miami, man.
Walter,
and
I
we
give you
cool
the first time in here.
Yeah,
I let
you gotta
bring
be.
kids,
I
bring
like
your
that,
children
man.
To work day
Always
and you're
gotta have
fucking us
somebody
up.
out here looking out.
Nah, cause
Yeah.
you know people from Georgia don't appreciate it.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you
my
right
bad,
about
my
that.
bad, my bad player, my bad player.
If there's-
I don't even know what they say in
Yeah.
Georgia.
If we keep it real,
They don't.
there's about 19 zip codes in the U.S. where that's acceptable, and there's one of them. and these zip codes are really only in Miami and New York City.
This is true.
And there might be 1 or 2 of them in Philadelphia.
Yeah, probably.
So,
That's it.
and-
Maybe a couple in Jersey.
Going
That's
back
it.
into real estate, what is one of the weirdest situations or houses you've had to sell? Has anyone ever tried buying like a trap house and coming to you for it? Like, I need
Yeah, that was a
trap house.
fantastic question.
People are buying trap houses all day and fixing them and then reselling them.
Do you know if they're
Three
trying to?
times
Do
the
they
price.
tell you though? Like, I want to buy a trap house, man.
I found them for him. I was like, yeah, I got this one
You're
on the low.
bullshit.
It was a trap house.
He's trying to help with what.
Yeah, I saw the whole community over there. Build up a development.
We had
So-
one time that there was still lights and stuff up in the attic.
So, hey, so what's some of the techniques? Quick question. What's some of the techniques techniques that they using out there to keep minorities out of certain neighborhoods that you've seen?
Listen, it's not techniques, man. It's bigger than just the housing thing. I think the whole system, and we're going to go deep into it now. The whole system is set up that way. You know what I mean?
And when you say that, but how do you know that? How do you seen it? How you seen it?
Because it's obvious, man. It's obvious that the rich get richer and the poor stay poor, and we struggle. It's just the way the system is set up. You know what I mean? And I think what it is we're in a different day and age now, right? There's enough generations of us already here that have lived through this shit. So now we're smart enough and we've been through enough to recognize how the system works, and it's as simple as this, B, right? It's trying to identify how the system works, right? And putting yourself in a position to where the benefits of the system work in your favor, and then you can capitalize like they capitalize, right? Because the people that put this country together, like you said there, there's somebody said, right? They own the president, right? You don't want to be Mateo said it, right?
Yeah.
They own the president, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's bigger than him, right? The system was set up, the laws was written, but there's loopholes in all those laws that they exploit to stay richer, and we stay on the bottom side, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give you a great example, right? And I hope I don't lose people on this, right?
Nah, everyone, trust me. This is
The whole
listen,
thing.
Everyone's
If you're an employee, right? How does us, the regular workers, that we grew up in, now we're all self-employed and we become entrepreneurs and having our own business. But your average employee, or person that's employed, you work, right? Your hours, you get paid your hours.
Right.
Whatever you work your hour, you work your 40 hours, you get your paycheck. Your paycheck equivalates to a certain amount. Uncle Sam comes, takes the taxes, right? And you live off of the rest. So if you had a $500 check a week after Uncle Sam got done with it, what you saw? Maybe
what, like 3? No, like 425.
okay, so you
Out
got
here,
425.
like 4 and a quarter, right?
So even if it's that, you know, no, he takes more than 100. That's absolutely, you know, probably you'll be like at 3 and change, you know. But you living off that 3 and change. So you made 5, but you're only living off the 3 and change because they came and took the taxes from on top, right? Yet when you're a business owner and you own your own business and you're filing your own business taxes, how does that work now? Now your money comes in.
Money.
Right? You spend whatever it is that you're going to spend, because as a business owner, you have deductions on your taxes. This is the way the system's set up, right? You're allowed to write off certain things as deductions from your business.
Right.
The electricity you're paying right now
Damn right.
to run this task.
Like this
you know,
conversation.
all your things that you have here, your equipment, all this is a cost to your
Yes,
business.
it is.
So all these things are a write-off at the end of the year. So say 100,000 came in, right? You wrote off 60,000 of it because it's expenses. So it really wasn't that you had surplus money and you lived off the difference. That's what you're paying taxes on now. So 100 came in, you wrote off 60, you pay taxes on 40 grand.
Right.
When on the other end of the spectrum, when you're an employee or a worker, 100 grand came in, they took 60 and you lived off 40 grand. Instead of paying taxes.
What if
on it.
it's someone that filed a loss? Because there's people that always file those
yeah,
bankruptcies
yeah.
and file those
What-
tax losses. Can they still own houses?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you're basically telling me that America itself is just eating shit because it feels like we can all own a house right now. The way you're making this sound.
You absolutely can.
Does this apply just in South Florida, or could someone right now? Because I know I got listeners in California. Can my California listeners buy a house in the same concept
Absolutely,
environment?
absolutely. Everybody can buy a house, man.
So why don't people do this, man?
Well, because they're not
What's going
sitting
on?
down, they're not getting educated, right? Nobody's coming down and telling us what it is that needs. The same way we go to school, and nobody teaches classes about managing credit and.
Don't teach you about credit like credit cards are the devil.
They should though.
They treat credit like it's an evil creature that's never
They
been
should.
seen
I think
before.
kids should listen to this episode so they should learn that the credit is the devil.
Kids or adults that, you know, because kids are always,
They're just
we're
adults
always
waiting
a bunch of, man, we're all a bunch of kids, and we're all fucking, you know, we all need some guidance, man. We all want somebody to at least fucking walk us across the street, no matter if it's a new street or an old street. It's like, it's hard to do things on your own unless your back's against the wall. And then I just feel like buying a home is one of those things that, like, it's like, you know that you have to get involved with another human being to do it. It's like taxes, buying
I
a
think
car.
back then, wasn't it in the 40s or some
Oh.
nonsense like that, that practically everyone in America owned a home?
Yeah, there was a
There
little
was
bit.
a time that
For
almost
the
everyone,
war,
right?
own cribs.
Yeah, like everyone owned a home. All of a sudden, America just lost that shit. And
Yeah.
went into like a crazy fucking tailspin of debt, and like
The
everyone
people
owning a
won-
Mercedes Benz and you can't afford it.
Well, everybody was living like they just won the World War.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
you're right
You know
about
what?
that.
But let me ask you guys.
Yo, y'all want to go colada?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
And let me ask you a question.
Yo, I will take a shot.
And I want to own
Nah, that
a
shit.
duplex
Make
or a
you
triplex.
shit up
Is
the
that a good
place.
idea?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Well, because now you're talking about an income-producing property.
Oh, what
when
we
a
doing?
regular
We passing out
property-
shots?
So when a
I
regular
ain't drinking
property
that
that
shit.
you own is working for you, now a multi-family.
Is that what's
property
going on?
That one is producing income for you, so you work it too.
Am I gonna get
you can
skipped
live in one
over?
of the units and rent out the other two.
Which
Right.
will pay out your
And
mortgage,
that will
right?
pay out your mortgage, or you can have your own home and buy an investment property that way and just have that as an income-producing property on its own. You know what I mean? So this is a business that runs itself.
I think if I had
So,
to choose,
something
I would
that's
want to
going
own
on.
like a duplex or a triplex.
That's a good look because you could rent them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So something that's happening in Miami is neighborhoods are changing and properties are gonna shoot up in value soon. What are some, I guess what you could say, future gentrifying hoods in Miami?
Oh man, Jesus! You said that because I was having that conversation with someone the other day.
I know the hood.
Hey, what was it? Let's start with
Mr.
Liberty
Goodnight.
City. Liberty City, they got the big Liberty.
What do you
City
think?
Square
What
project
city?
coming right now.
If you looked at him and said, "What area is he coming out of?" He's screaming the hood out there proudly.
Nah,
I'm
yeah.
down south though.
Oh wow. God damn, he's good. You're good, man.
I'm just a Miami guy.
This
You're
man
good.
right here don't even fucking know me. He telling this man fucking good. You dumb motherfucker. I
He
been
said
on
down
north too,
south.
you dickhead.
Yeah,
But you
but
from the south,
every
though,
neighborhood is
man.
different
You know
house,
your
right?
heart's there.
I'm really like I'm scrambled in Florida. You feel me? I'm from very well. But really, I've been down south more than I've been up north. So you can say I'm down south, but I've been up north as well too.
It's
Hey,
weird
like,
that
listen,
he walked
I
in
hate
in
it.
the crown.
I'm Little
like that.
Havana. Vietnam,
Huh?
Little Havana. But I was in
What'd you
Washington
say?
Park.
Scrambled in Miami.
Hey,
Miami Dade,
everywhere.
start with Miami Dade.
You know what's
I've
funny?
been there.
When
Been
Mr.
there.
Goodnight,
Tell me
when
what
Mr.
exit
Goodnight
off the
comes
highway.
in,
Mr. Goodnight. I love it.
the crown evaporates for some reason.
I ain't drinking none of that shit.
That was
Just
me.
walk by, it was full when you walked by here. It just evaporated.
No, it was
That was me.
It was the next black guy. It was
This is the other black guy drinking the crown.
That's how you don't know us.
He was all like, "Oh, somebody was black here." Motherfuckers, boy.
Crown disappeared.
The crown is gone.
I
got my man.
John was that fucking 21 Jump Street ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you where karma catch up with the Spanish folks and with people on that shit. Once we leave South Florida, us Spanish folks, we're all fucking Mexican.
What do you think? You know what?
Ain't no differentiation.
That's-
in culture.
speaking
You
of-
Mexican.
It's facts.
Where's the best
Nah,
place to
let's
buy
get
one?
like, I can say I'm from España.
Where's the best
I can
place?
get away with that one.
Is it Florida? Is it a good place to buy property in Florida? Where's the best place to buy property?
There's no bad place to buy property. I mean, there's just markets that are more expensive and markets that are least expensive. You know, it's always
What about on an Indian graveyard somewhere in the Everglades?
Nah,
right there?
let's get back
I
to
can find that one. We take that one. We'll make it a museum.
Yo.
What's the weirdest?
What do
type
you
of
mean?
house you sold?
Isn't all of the land? Isn't all of the land around this area just one big burial ground for the Indians?
You know what? We may as well just set it up like if it was and say it was and then sell that shit.
Yeah, but the
This is
gators
all
ate their
burial ground.
corpses.
What's the weirdest
Is-
type of property you've ever sold?
A haunted house.
I still want to know about these gentrified hoods. So what do you?
Yeah, get the question.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No,
I
I
thought we
think
answered that.
I think Liberty City, just because the big Liberty City Square project that's going on right there, so it's something that's massive. You know, the way that they're supposed to remove all the pork and beans, and put up something kind of like Midtown, like mixture.
Really? They're doing that over there?
Retail, yeah,
Liberty
it's like
City Plaza?
$150 million project. Yeah. But
$150
what happens?
million?
Yeah, it's like over like a 5-year span. So me personally, I'm like, that's a lot of people that gotta move, and then what's the real percentage of who's gonna move back?
Yeah, they
Where
moved all
are they
the
putting
thugs.
everybody?
The Florida City Homestead.
Who knows, man?
Homestead?
Oh, Florida City, crazy.
That, that happens.
Now it's
That
crazy.
project where they got
They moved the city to the fucking
supermarket
city.
in
And
the middle
the
of the-
fucking was already.
And there's
That's a
space
big
in
ass
Florida
project.
City
Yeah,
for the
and
city.
Oh my
it's
god,
And
fucking
it's gonna
sound
be
guy
like-
talks now.
Retail
What the
on
fuck
bottom
is
and
going
then
on?
Housing on top, like
Twilight Zone
affordable
episode.
housing.
Dope. I got a good question for you,
Yeah.
man.
Oh shit.
From what I've heard, most people usually buy the house and switch it over to LLC. What happens if you're trying to get it off of LLC and like switch it, do the reverse?
Yeah.
How difficult is it?
It's not. It's real simple. It's just a quick claim deed. It's just a changing of the filing in the county and the way it's recorded. But actually, if it's your house that you personally live in, you don't want to have it as an LLC. You want to have it as your owner-occupied homesteaded property because that gives you protection and caps on how much your taxes can go up every year.
That's
It
what I'm-
protects your home. In the case that you don't, that God forbid something happens and you can't keep making the payments, like you was talking about the eviction with the apartment.
Right.
Guess what? If you own a home and the foreclosure process actually takes
Longer?
north of about a year.
You get me interested in wanting
You
to
know,
buy a
and
house.
the-
I think everyone in here is down to buy a house right now. I think you just got like 4 new
In the
customers.
birth
Man,
of the
speak on
industry,
yourself, man. What
Oh,
the
that's
fuck?
right. My bad.
I think I will hit you up because if you do me dirty, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if I was a rando, right? Like I'm rando, I don't know. I don't know you. Niggas is skeptical and shit.
Well, I'm not gonna
But
lie, Ed, you
but
make it-
now
but it does
now
make it sound like it's too
nah
much
nah.
about
I feel like I found my one. I'm not lying. I got family members that do that shit. Do this shit you talk about. You think I'm gonna fuck with them? You crazy?
No, listen, and I hear what you're saying.
I second that.
Again,
I second that.
Like I'll rather come to you because I'm gonna feel like, yo, you gonna be like, yo, I did a podcast with this nigga and he filmed my shit. He got people to know I exist. So when I come fuck with you to get a crib, I want to bring my kids. You gonna be my kids,
and
my wife,
it's gonna be a cake
my
at the closing
mom.
with a picture of the house on it.
I'm gonna bring my brother. He gonna be like, why the fuck am I here? I'm gonna be like, don't worry.
But hold on
We
a
gonna
second.
get a house.
No.
Do you think
I
that when you
want
cut-
some reality in this.
Just one question. Do you think when you cut the bow on your new crib,
Yo,
is that the kind of situation where your girl and
Yeah.
your side chick can be there and just agree with it?
everybody has to be there at one time. They're all like, okay, so we all gonna split time here.
Listen, you said something, and I don't remember if we got into it a little bit or not. You said there's times when you have to tell people not right now.
Word.
One of those times happened.
No, it happens with 7 out of every 10 people I sit down.
Why?
Because what happens is, again, right, depending on the demographic, we're not given education to know what are the prerequisites necessary to be able to qualify for a loan to buy a home or for other things in life, right? So it's just a lack of education and knowledge, right? Like we were speaking before the podcast came. Like I said, listen, when I was young and now that I do this and I've been doing this for so long, I know for a fact nobody comes to the hood and tells you, hey, listen, you can own a home. You know what I mean? You don't got money, that's cool. There's programs out here from the government that'll give you some money to buy the house.
Right.
Your credit's fucked up, it's cool. Your credit needs to be at a certain place. You need at least a 620 credit score to be able to qualify for an FHA mortgage. But you know what? If you got a 420, let's sit down and let's look at it, and then we'll educate ourselves on that. This is what the fuck you need to do to have.
So
good
you
credit.
want people ideally, at very minimum, to carry a 620 credit.
Well, that's what you
Money
need.
or no money
you
in
can
your
have
pocket.
as low as a 580, but if you got a 620, you'll take maximum.
That's
flexibility.
something that you can work with.
So
Flex.
if we're gonna work on your credit, then let's just work on it and get it right. Why are we gonna work on it when you're half-assed? Let's just fucking pump it up to what it needs to be and let's do it. Because if you're at a 420, let's not aim for a 580. Let's aim for a.
Because
700.
that makes a difference with what you're gonna pay in the mortgage.
It does. It makes a difference in qualifying for the programs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you want to use the government programs because they are beneficial. You know
Do you
what I
have
mean?
any? Do you help people try to build their credit to give them advice?
I guide people, right? So I've been doing this for 20 years, so I got knowledge of it, so I can advise you if I see certain things. Like, listen, quick little pointers. Your credit limit is not supposed to be. Your balance is not supposed to be any more than 30% of your credit limit, so that your score pushes up and you have a high credit score. If your credit cards are maxed out, your scores are going to be low because you're almost at the.
I have a question for you. I've heard of people out there that do that thing where they fix your credit and your rating.
Damn, what the fuck?
Are those fake? Are those people that are just?
What
Is that fake shit or is that
Listen,
real?
no, it's real. It's real. Again, just like everything, you got to make sure you choose the right person to work with. You know,
Okay.
that's all it is because it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a process of. It's not a magic shit.
What's that?
That ta-da.
Yeah, because it
I'm
makes
gonna-
it sound like someone you pay a guy
Yeah,
$400, he presses the button, and you got an 800 score tomorrow.
No,
Nah, but
it's not no magic shit. You got to learn how to manage that shit.
If you're disciplined, you work on it. You know, this is the type of thing that if you can get to that 620 score you're saying and save $3, $5, $10,000, which are
Absolutely.
manageable amounts if you're responsible and work on it. I know it's hard for people, but you can do it.
Have you heard of that, Mateo? Of someone like you pay someone a certain amount of money and they like fix your credit?
The credit risk.
Nah. A lot of that is scams. Sometimes they pay off,
You
but
gotta know who you work
but that's
with.
some pyramid scheme ass shit. So the best thing to do is just for you to actually work on your credit, pay your debt.
You gain the
Right.
knowledge. You have to gain the knowledge of what the fuck is necessary
Hey, you think- but you-
to have a good credit score and then put that into action.
Do
That's
you
all
think if you, like right now, I run into somebody else and dine it, is it mine?
I don't know. Depending on what room you died in.
Depends on what you go
Is that for real?
Well, no. man.
I was about to say.
I run
We
into
just
that-
playing.
I just died in the middle of the house. Oh, well, that's the last house I seen, so in my mind, that's where I live. That's my goals of life. Just run into your house and die there. And be like, yeah, I lived here. Like, it doesn't matter when I wake back up, I'm like, yeah, I was in this motherfucker. Yeah, I lived here for a few seconds.
I got one question for you on what Walter was on earlier.
Yeah.
So if you own 2 cribs, right?
Dude, this is pretty
Would it be intelligent to make the second one an LLC?
You could,
I like
depending
your
on the
framework.
extent that you want to take it to. I mean, that would be smart because you could build a portfolio and you could put an LLC with multiple properties and
What the
then go
hell's a
get
portfolio, bro?
a portfolio. Wow, we're gonna get into it.
God damn, this guy don't know shit.
The layman's term.
let's
Sounds like
let's
naked
try to help
pictures.
the people that know what portfolio means, so they're the only ones they're gonna get to.
Yeah. A portfolio is a collection of investments that are producing money, that they're giving you a return, a percentage of.
Oh,
return
so it's like a track log of money that I
Yeah,
made
well,
to
like,
show people. Hey,
listen,
look,
But instead of a
wow,
bank
look at
account,
this
this is what
here.
I got
If you have a-
right here. Like,
You ever heard of Tinder?
If you have a real estate
God,
portfolio,
yeah.
you'll have like 5 properties, and then they're all under the same LLC, and then that LLC has $5 million worth of real estate that it owns. You know, X amount of percentage,
And
and
that's
then
a
the
portfolio.
equity comes into play, and you have equity cumulatively. So
Is it better to own under LLC or individual?
hold up, I'm trying to listen to this
If it-
activity community shit. I'm doing, yo, I'm like Rain Man
Yo,
in my
we'll
brain
sit-
right now.
We'll sit with a one-on-one, Mateo. I got you. Listen, again, long story short, listen, everybody can become a homeowner. You just got to know the things that you got to have in order to be able to achieve that, you know? So you just got to work with the right person. Me, I take that time to do that. That's my way of giving back and how I feel
My next
my
question to you
blessings
really
come.
quick. Is it better to work with a realtor or someone like you?
No, it's 2 different things. The
I know,
realtor
but
identifies the
Who
property.
should I be working with?
You
It's
need
a
both.
team. You need both. You need both.
I need someone to because you're not gonna show us the house.
Yeah.
You're just the money
He is gonna cut the check. I have no more questions. I'm trying to think of what I want to know. Like I know that in my life I gotta come to him when it's time to go.
Who's- but-
Somebody need to cut me
I
the
think
check.
One thing we should start getting to is we've been running a little late. It's March Madness, and them kids ain't getting paid.
You're ready,
So
huh?
we're not making basketball. Picks.
Okay. You know what, Ed? I think we did. I think we beat you down with enough questions. I am gonna move.
We or you, man. Not
Real quick,
we or you.
yeah. But before we do, I wanted to mention something, man. I heard about it earlier. I hate challenges, but this one here was hilarious, and I'm dying to try it in here for a second. We don't have to go through everybody. Have you guys heard of the Florida Man Challenge?
What you gotta do for that shit?
I know about hashtag Florida man. That's all I know,
Okay, so
and I'm
you're
proud
saying
of it.
that
You look like a Florida man.
Hear this out, man.
You
just
do
had
look
3
like
days
a Florida man, bruh.
Yeah, I am for sure. I got some.
You gotta
Florida
zoom
man.
You look like.
So this is I got some Florida man in me.
Okay.
But listen, so basically, Florida Man is a challenge that came up about a few days ago, and what it entails is you type
Yo,
on
John,
Google
You
Florida
look
Man
like
and
if
your
the
birthday.
dolphin from Ace Ventura did meth.
I love the movie, though. I love.
You do kind of look like the dolphin on meth, though.
You gotta make a noise now, asshole.
But the Florida Man challenge again is basically this: you type on Google Florida Man and your birthday,
Okay.
and
nobody
something
fin-
will always come up. So let's do that. I'm gonna do it right now to prove it. Then, since
Man, I ain't
someone
doing
sounded
that
skeptical
shit,
here for a
man.
minute. So I'm gonna type in Florida
What's
Man.
wrong with you, man?
And I'm gonna type in my birthday, which is January.
Yo, I don't know why you're giving the whole world your information like that. Cause you dumb, man.
So
Your
what?
passwords are probably like your kids.
All right. So here it is.
Yeah, for real. What you? I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. Okay. What was your last password, dog?
My last password.
Yeah. What's your last password? Yeah. Your only. What's your password for everything, dog? What's your? What's your
I'm not gonna say that.
Nah, man. Tell me. It's just, bro. It's just me and you, bro.
Huh?
Can I share?
What's your password?
you
Why
share
this
what, my
nigga got his head
password?
on
You
his
wanna share
head?
my
like that?
password? Of course. Why not?
Man and my birthday, right?
Huh?
Boom.
Oh,
Oh, he
Man,
did
your
it.
birthday. Oh, you did it. Okay,
I'm
what
gonna
came up?
share it. I'm gonna.
What does
you
it
just
say?
saved
I
John.
swear,
You
look,
try
I'm
to
on
give
Google.
everyone his
What does it say?
What does it say?
Squirrel attacks Florida man. Roland was raised by the neighbor.
There you go.
Wow.
See? I just typed in mine. It says
Fuck.
Florida man arrested at Mar-a-Lago says he came to. Fuck, I didn't even click on the story like a dick. Hold on. Florida man is a Florida man. Is whatever. I fucked it up, man. Fuck that.
You almost had it, man. You
Yeah, I
caught me.
almost
You
had
dragged
something,
me
man.
in and just.
Yeah, but I guess
Left
he can't
me.
see. Says he's something.
Yeah, I don't even want to Google my.
I don't want to Google mine either, man, because I know.
Like I was born on. The
All
day
right,
that
forget your
1G
birthday.
wrote
Give me a
regular.
random date. Let's do a random date. Someone give me a random date.
Man, nobody want to do that,
Florida
man.
Oh, in the
Huh?
summertime.
March 13th.
March 13th. Florida man, March 13th. And let's see what pops up there.
That's like some St. Patrick's Day shit.
So who?
Then whatever
March
that is, that white
14th,
guy.
Florida drunkless, shirtless Florida man harasses people at the park.
Yo, in Catholic heaven,
That was
how
a
many
little
kids
bad.
you
That
think
was a
you
little
gotta diddle before you get up there?
Mm.
Like, is that how you unlock like mega heaven?
It has to be a leveling system, though, for sure.
Nah, for sure.
There's definitely a leveling
Here we
system.
go. He says, Florida man, a shirt drunkless Florida man was yelling at adults and children in Naples on a park, telling them that they're raising their children the wrong way.
Whoa, boy, don't
Of course, my
Come
friend.
on,
If I knew your birthday, I'd type yours in.
cranberry.
But for anyone that's interested in this,
Buenos
type in
Aires.
Florida man and your birthday on Google.
Type in November 24th.
Florida man. That's a holiday, man.
I just said it.
Yeah.
Florida man.
No, it's not. It's not always the 24th. You think it's Thanksgiving, but it's not. It's whenever it's that
Nah,
Thursday.
But you know what?
Right?
That's true. No, you're right.
All right? How like, he just fucked with my head. Like, I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Like all these.
What do you mean? It just matters if it's Thursday.
Let's involve the motherfucking
Squirrel.
challenge.
Okay, and this is what comes up.
A squirrel again?
Squirrel attacks Florida man. Rodent was raised by neighbor.
That's
So-
the funny thing was.
That was the same thing you said. Your app
Oh,
is whack.
That was
Yo, sorry, son. Your app is whack, bro. I'm sorry. I can't rock with
Let's
you.
see what happened in
that's
Florida. The
everybody.
holiday.
Yeah, what's up with this whole? What's up with the squirrels in Florida, man, bro?
Dumbass day. Let's search Florida man and another word. So search Florida man and prostitute.
Yes, Florida man and
We're
prostitute.
gonna start a new channel.
That sounds really good.
That sounds funny.
Let's do
He
that.
said, fuck that.
I like where this is
What's
going.
up, what's up?
Yeah.
What up, Nick Prier?
But
Charges against Florida man in prostitute spa case dropped in mistaken ID case.
Damn, he was
That
like,
Jewish lawyer.
that's what.
Shout out to the Jewish lawyers right now. I'm loving mine.
Do they take your ID at the Asian massage? That'd be fucked up.
Yo, did you guys hear that Robert Kraft's fucking videos out there of him jerking off or getting jerked off in that Asian shop?
Oh, it happens there? Oh my god, I never knew you could go and get jacked off, man.
Golly.
Holy moly, moly.
Macaron. Oh wait, what is it?
Spears in their head like, oh my god, stop.
You know what's
I'm
funny? That's,
President
I
avocado
would like to say
seed.
he's in character, but that's just.
Fuck, yo.
That's
I
how
never,
much-
hey,
Natural.
but hey, when you go into those massage places, for anybody that's listening to it, go in there and be like, you want to tuck and rub. Who like egg roll?
But is anyone interested in seeing Robert Kraft get jerked off?
No, man. You're the only one with
I don't think I'm-
weird
Nah,
shit.
Yo,
you know
I
who's trying
really
to watch
don't-
That?
yo.
Them gold diggers. And they're like, would I do that for $1 million?
Yo, what I don't understand. Okay, cool, since you guys brought it up, my question is this, right? I can't understand, but I do, that the nigga was a billionaire
Right.
and wanted to buy a $30 hand job. Like, that shows you that they're really on some shit. Like, this is why I'm rich. I'm not even gonna.
$2,000 sneakers. They get $30 hand job.
Yes!
I don't understand why you got money and you going to places to get jerked off.
You
Why
know-
did she go to your
Trying
house?
to feel- That's the one place where everybody's trying to avoid the fact that they're there, so there's no eye contact going on.
Yeah, it's very-
Yeah, that's what I did jack myself. You're running the back, you know who's jacking your dick.
Oh man.
But I did hear some shit though that they like when you think about it, right? Let's just say it's you, right?
Right.
Would you I like okay, as a woman, right?
I'm
Would you rather massage a man's feet or his dick?
if I were a woman,
Yeah, I'm just saying as a woman, imagine in their head. And then think about feet, right?
Right. What if he got foot fungus and a regular dick?
This is what I'm saying. Foot fungus and a regular dick. The nigga dick is normal, but his feet look like fuck. And they hard as shit. right? You working with a man that walked through all type of shit, right? It's like, what is the big deal?
Hey, that's crap. She crapped out.
Yo, like,
That's when the girl at the podiatry spot or like the fucking nail spot be like, damn, I should have gave hand job.
yes, I should have gave a hand job. But but for real, I don't understand how these guys are so rich. But like, why don't you have bitches
Yo, John.
all over? Like, why?
A random spot to get
You know,
Yo, like, what the fuck?
It's wild.
when that guy walked in on you, right? When you were at the beach you meet in public spot.
Oh no, what happened when the guy walked in? Tell the story.
Hang on.
Well, alright, so John was at some fucking like Pleasure Emporium shit.
You don't have to spit at NoEmotion.
He was trying to get. He was living at his mom's crib, so he was trying to jack off underneath the pants in the little sampling room.
I don't know why he's going. That's not how that story. So bottom line, the story is.
Hey man,
What's the story, dog? What's the truth? Because the story sounds very incriminating.
No, I think I got a better story.
Okay.
I'll tell it really quick. So I was gonna go on a date one day, and I
So
needed,
before the date, you
I
about
had
to
time to
fucking
spare. I saw they had just opened up this new
Best
Pleasure
Distillery.
Emporium by my mom's house.
buy your mom's. What if your mom was in there?
Yo,
I'm trying to go through the hypothetical.
my mom says she don't
Yo, what?
No. But your mom's in the Pleasure Emporium getting some handcuffs, and you there. What do you do?
What do you do?
I'm not gonna give her eye contact. I'm gonna look down and shit, but like, I ain't seen nothing. Like, oh, you was there? I ain't even know. But like, I had no clue.
Alright, let's continue with the story.
All right, so
All right.
I go on this. I had some time to kill before I went on this date. I end up going and
Where were you gonna go on the date to?
I have no clue. I don't fucking remember.
Come on, man.
I
Say
think
the
you making
date.
up
Where'd
shit to
you?
make it
What's
sound
about the
better.
date?
Sorry, it don't sound better because that's his
Kill
boy
that
and
man.
shit.
So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go check out this Pleasure Emporium that just opened up by my house. I'm gonna walk over there. So I go over there and I saw some of the porns, whatever, but I go into the little rooms. You know they had little rooms back in the day, you start like $1 and you watch some little porn joints, right? And they close the curtains and shit. Some of them had doors, but this motherfucker that I'm at is brand new and shit. They couldn't invest in the doors. They had to go and get curtains.
The curtain.
So I get the curtain joints. I
So you're
close
like
the
that
bitches.
weird kid that would skip PE and jerk off in that room.
No. But
And
if
you know
I
what's
would've-
fucked up? You be in there stealing cell phones and there's somebody in there beating their meat.
First off, beepers, man, beepers.
So you was in a sex store.
Alright,
Man,
so
curtains on. I fucking watch these little movies. I got all these multiple fucking screens popping. I'm watching. I don't know what the
how
fuck
many
I'm
movies
paying
you
attention
watching
on.
at a time?
You can, I don't know how many there was. Like fucking 4 or 8 at a time.
So you
It's
can
crazy.
watch 8 at a
Wait, I
time?
think I got an expert back there. What do you want? It's
one.
It's just one screen now.
Yeah,
Must,
go to the
technology
next
must have
one.
changed.
Nah, so back then you could watch like, so your dick got cross-eyed at some point,
Yeah,
right?
you could. Like you. So I got multiple screens there. I'm not focused on any which one. I'm just watching a bunch of tits and fucking niggas fucking bitches. So I'm there. There's this dude opens a curtain. Looks like he works for IT.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there. What if, instead of that dude being that dude, it was Robert Kraft?
But I like actually Robert Kraft.
Actually Robert Kraft.
Well, hang on a second here. If it was Robert Kraft,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, all right, but hold up, how much you got? Cause like, you know, this is gonna be a lucrative moment.
Right, so
All
right
right,
there.
man. We zooming in on you, man.
We
I'm gonna
zooming
zoom in on you. I'm zoomed in on you.
So, how would you hold yourself?
Hold
to
up. What'd you
Robert
just
Kraft?
say? So when you meet, say that again, man. I'm
If I
sorry.
saw Robert Kraft,
You
he
say.
said, "Can I join you?" I'd be like, "How much you got?" Cause I'm only doing this for $1 million above. Cause I mean, how long do movies last for $1? Like $1 million?
Yeah, you know,
That
What are
shit.
you gonna do in there?
No, it's
I ain't
gonna.
touching him.
It
He
might
said
be
he
a
could join
minute,
me.
but guess what?
But,
It's.
hey, he said he could join me.
I know,
He
man.
didn't specify how. He
Yeah,
said
you're
he could
right.
join
But
me.
it's gonna last you forever.
But in this
You're never gonna forget it. You're gonna be. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich, and you're gonna. But you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be sad every time you get drunk.
Now we know why Robert Kraft is in the news.
Now we know why Robert Kraft is in the news.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I wasn't the
no,
Asian girl at the orchid
no,
spot.
no,
Sorry.
no.
I'm gonna be like, man, out of nowhere, this nigga John just be buying everybody drinks. What the fuck? Like, how did John just get so balling?
Such a budget.
Yo, you
Podcasts like this.
That nigga butt balling, bruh.
Yo, damn. You think they're having a Meek Mill?
What?
No, what?
Meek Mill
No.
and Robert Kraft boys, but they're like boys.
Oh, yo,
Maybe he went
wait. Is your question, did Meek Mill get jerked off in that same place? Yes, he did.
Damn, you know what be fucked up? It's just Donald Trump, Meek Mill.
Because Donald Trump was, everybody, the girl was, the Asian lady that run the fucking jerk off spot was fucking taking pictures with Donald Trump on like New Year's or some shit. So like, they're all connected. Like, that lady had the jerk off spot.
Oh, that lady probably gave Donald Trump a hand job.
No, not her. One of the girls that she probably owned.
She
See?
owned. And that's when we're back. All right, so what do you think finance is like?
No, we're not getting baited into that. Let's get to the moment of something that we've been planning this
Let's go to
entire
timeline
week.
for 5% down.
No, stop.
No.
So, last year, when we did our first season here at the Everyman Show, we during March Madness, we got into the idea of doing a tournament, and we ended up doing it for foods. And we had our 2018 winner as Moe's. Shout out to Moe's Tacos. You're still our winner there from 2018. Okay. But after that, we had such a good time and such a crazy debate in here that I was like, you know what? I was already thinking about this year, 2019 at that time. And I had the greatest idea. And I was like, I'm not going to forget this. I can forget when my bills are due. You give me a mortgage bill, trust me, I'll be late as fuck. I'll be paying that penalty all the time. My shit will be inflated. But I never forgot this. I wanted to do this year another tournament. But I didn't want to do foods again. We're not going to get stale like that. We're going to keep switching it up. So this year, I said, we're going to do rappers. People, that's what we're doing in here, rappers. And I said, and this is great because it's ironic. It's 2019. We're kind of almost marking a 40-year span of hip-hop already. There's 4 decades worth of hip-hop, man.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yay, bro.
Big up.
You don't even like hip-hop, so don't start that.
We love hip-hop
So
in this room.
I said, you know what? I said, we're going to do it like that. And that's what we're doing in here. But last year we did like a Sweet 16 version. We're going to go a little further. We're going to do the whole 64. We're doing our first 2 rounds today. We're going to get down to the Sweet 16 this time around. But this is what we're doing, people. And like I said, we're breaking it down in decades. I've got the 80s, I got the 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. It's too many names to read off right now. And I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to do it like they do the 116, 215, all the way down like that. But people, if you don't hear a rapper you didn't see on this, please don't get upset. It's just how it is. We can only get 16 rappers for each decade. It's like the NCAA, 64 teams, 16 in each division. That's what we're doing in here. So don't get upset. Don't get pissed at us. We're trying doing our best to figure it out. Some of these names are going to be repeated because some of them carried over in certain decades. And the rappers that we do have, just to give you context, are names that you've heard of time and time again. If you don't find your rapper on here, then trust me, you're looking for that one rare rapper.
What is this, a fucking restaurant, man? Hurry
I'm
up.
explaining it to people
Nah.
because people
Not
are
a
going to
fucking
get...
restaurant.
No, because
This
people are
is
going to
fuck-
listen to the
this is
shit
all
and
shit.
someone's going to get upset. They're going to be like, oh, but you didn't pick my rapper. Oh, you guys
I don't
don't know
give
what
a
they're
fuck.
talking about. Because everyone's sensitive. Don't people get sensitive about their top 3 and their
That's
top
their,
5
but
in
that's their
hip-hop?
fucking business.
Music is to the heart. Music
But-
is to the heart.
We're gonna do this nonetheless, and none of this is rigged, people. We're doing this naturally. I'm gonna have people pick here. I'm gonna go around my table. Guys, I know that you're here out of nowhere, and they don't need you on the mic, but if you want to scream yours out from the background for a second when I get to you, just be quick about it. It's gonna be quite a bit of names. And we're only getting down to the Sweet 16, but I don't want to spend all day picking 1 and 1. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start it off where I go first, and I'm gonna go NoEmotion, Mr. Goodnight, you over there. And I'm just gonna go left to right, okay? I'm gonna bring it back around. If Walter's here, he could get into the voting really quick, but fuck you for now. I'm gonna start off with the 80s, okay?
All right.
We're starting off with the 80s.
How many rappers are we picking?
We're gonna get down to basically 4 from each decade.
All right, let's do it.
That's what we gotta narrow it down to. I'm gonna first start off with the 80s, and then we'll work our way to the next one. Oh, okay. So for our first
Thank you.
head-to-head, we are going in the 80s division with LL Cool J versus Biz Markie. I'm gonna tell you guys like this. I love Biz Markie. He always has some dope jams, but LL Cool
That's
J
not
to me-
fair. That's
Nah,
an
that's
unfair
not fair.
fight. That's an unfair
This
fight.
Marquee paved the way for the comedian rapper.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
He
those.
did.
Great angle, boy.
And
He did.
LL doesn't have any song that can
Dude,
compare
listen, man, my
to
radio,
You
he
Say
really
You
took that
Just
damn
a
to
Breath
They're
the
two
core.
different
Baby,
things.
Yo, my man,
Yeah, yeah,
my
it's
man
two
had
different
records,
things.
homie. He took
What?
it to Rakim. He first started
Right.
the rapper
Oh,
battle,
man.
But
homie, and he took it to everybody.
There could have
Oh,
never
my man,
been
fine hip-hop.
Old Dirty Bastard
Godfather,
without Biz
Godfather.
Marquis.
Yeah, there couldn't have been
Without
a.
Biz Marquis, there might be
No,
no
there would have
Danny
not
Brown.
Yeah,
been
Biz-
beatboxing.
Nah, man.
Beatboxing,
Nah,
beatboxing,
man.
Jesus.
Biz
I
Marquis.
love Biz Marquis, but for me, I'm going with LL Cool J. I'm picking LL Cool J.
Okay, LL Cool
What
J
you
already
going with?
won. Of course, LL Cool J won.
Nah, we gotta vote.
Nah,
we gotta
fuck,
find
You gotta
out.
vote.
Wait a
Who
minute.
you voting?
I'm voting for LL. I'm talking about in general,
Man.
just the whole thing. I'm talking about.
Oh, no, I'm just
I'm
listen,
listen.
is a-
I'm not basing.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm not basing my opinions only on anything as if that artist to me in my head is like a Dragon Ball character, right? And whose energy level and power level is way stronger than the others.
Okay,
We
that's,
did
if that's how
one
you're
thing,
gonna
though.
determine.
That's how I determine my rapper picks. And LL Cool J,
Is there any rapper
that nigga
Okay,
is.
so you're going.
I'm going out. He's way.
We didn't get
One
to this.
from every.
Yeah, everybody
One-
pick
so
one.
It's 116, 215, like that.
He's
Okay,
gonna
so
go
right
through
now
different
it's LL
eras.
Cool J versus Biz Marquis.
We ain't get
Let's-
to something,
let's
though.
do
God
it.
damn
What?
Is there anyone that y'all think is better than somebody on the list from that era?
Oh, well, yeah. Last minute, before I start this guy.
I think that's too.
All right, everyone, look at the
Oh,
list
let's
really
get to
quick
it.
and make sure. Or we can switch. We'll switch one off. But if you guys feel for now you're cool with these,
If there's anybody that made
So
it-
LL Cool J versus Biz Marquis. So far, we got two for LL. What are you going with, Mr. Goodnight? LL Cool J or Biz Marquis?
I'm gonna go for no L.
Biz Marquis. Okay, where you going with? LL. Walter, no count there. What do you got? LL. All right, you.
Biz Marquis.
Biz Marquis. You.
Yeah, I'll go with L, man. I think that's the guy.
All right.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Marquis eliminated. The next one, Kumo D versus Too Short. I'm going with Too Short in this.
Too
one.
Short all
Too
day.
Short all motherfucking day.
Yeah.
You're
Too
a
Short
damn
all
ass
day.
Real ass dude.
Hey,
So,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really listen to nothing, so I'm just guessing at this point.
so
I'm
Too
going-
Short.
you don't
versus-
know who
sound
Too-
cool to me.
Who you going with?
That's why I'm going whoever sound cool.
Too
to me.
Short made a song called Blowjob Baby, man.
Too Short's.
Yeah, like-
That
Too
sound about
Short's. Too Short's power level is definitely way higher than Kumo D, bro.
I'm gonna go.
Nah, it was sad as hell
Where you
to
going
see
with
him
over there?
on that
I
therapy
feel
show.
like
Yeah,
you should
but it was,
rephrase
but-
as who made the biggest impression to pave hip hop?
Yeah,
Nah,
they're-
nah,
Yeah,
nah,
it's
not-
head to
not
head,
that.
man.
yeah, their power
Yeah.
level.
It's head to head.
It's head to
their
head, man.
powers
You
as
determine it
rappers.
however you want. If you feel like the impression is what helps you determine, that's what you got to figure out.
But
Nah,
who
their
you going
power
with,
level.
Too Short or Kumo D?
Just short.
Too Short. What do we got over here?
Too short.
Too Short.
But it's a battle of like hip hop prowess, though. You know, it's like the power meters with different shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would be. But it's Too Short.
It's too short. It's not even fair.
It's between those two, between Too Short and.
Too Short or Kumo D?
or
Yeah, but see,
Kumo
Kumo
D.
D
Those
paved-
two, I would go
paved the
with
path.
Too Short.
Yeah, yeah.
But from this bracket, I personally would put Rakim in there.
Rakim is here.
That's not
He's
fair.
coming up next.
That's not
Yeah.
fair.
So
Rakim's
Too
a whole
Short,
nother level.
Too Short's up. Kumo D's eliminated. Now the next one.
Too short all day.
Rakim.
Rakim.
Curtis Blow.
Rakim.
Rock
We
him.
can all agree on Rakim.
That's
Yeah,
done.
everybody's
That's
Rakim.
done.
Don't push me, cause I'm close
Curtis
to.
Blow got it, yo. Curtis Blow played the DJ.
What?
This one's
He
a
put
good
everybody
one.
on the map.
All right.
Damn, this
All right,
one
what's
could
next?
almost be
So this one
final.
here is gonna get a little tougher for everybody.
KRS One
versus Big Daddy Kane.
Shit.
Damn it.
Big Daddy
Yeah.
Kane. His power level.
KRS-One.
No, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I take it back. I said that. No, I take it back. I just looked at it. I looked first. I was first speaking about what I like,
What's
but
going on now?
KRS's
Big Daddy
one.
Kane's got that
Yeah,
different-
KRS One's power level is way higher than his.
What about you, Mr. Goodnight? KRS-One or Big Daddy Kane?
Somebody flip a coin.
That's you, man.
That's really
I
good.
think KRS-One won, man.
What
Yeah.
about you? You, KRS-One, you,
Already, Kate.
you.
Yeah,
KRS-One.
KRS-One,
All right,
yeah.
last mess. I
Yeah,
didn't
definitely.
even think there was-
All
I
right,
mean,
who's
it looked
next?
good.
What's the
But
next
that's
one?
a
What's the
tough-
next
that's a
battle,
tough
son?
No, it was
Yeah,
good. That was a great
yeah.
pair.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Chain, for
No,
example,
from that-
he could have beat Cool D and Too Short,
It's
baby.
gonna- All right, so here we go. Cool G Rap versus Chuck D,
D.
a Public Enemy.
Chuck D.
Man, Cool G Rap to me, bro.
Stop
Cool
it.
G Rap is a
Stop
beast.
it.
He inspired Nas.
So what did
homie.
Chuck
He
do?
inspired Nas.
What did Chuck
Cool
do?
G Rap. Chuck D inspired a society
Yo, you seen
where
Cool G Rap inspired rappers, and to me, the way I'm looking at this list is about the hip hop rappers, and he influenced hip hop rappers. I'm not taking anything from Chuck D. Chuck D's one powerful ass dude, man. Like that's the type of dude you were talking about that'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
Back in the days, Chuck D
Rappers
is
that'll
out
beat
there.
you up.
Because rappers are like
And he had Flavor
senseis.
Flav by his side.
Because they're the rappers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but my heart tugs at Cool G Rap. So who do you going with, Mr.
I was zoned out. I'm
Cool
sorry.
G Rap or Chuck D?
Chuck D's power level is way stronger.
How about you?
Who?
Chuck D or Cool G Rap?
They said something about Kool-Aid, man. I was going for Kool-Aid, but yeah.
No.
What's it?
Chuck D or Cool G Rap? Chuck D or Public Enemy?
Public Enemy.
You over there?
I chuck him out.
You? Chuck D or Cool G Rap? What? Stop nodding your head, motherfucker. Cool G Rap or Chuck D?
You don't give a fuck, man.
Right on. Chuck D or Cool G Rap?
Damn. Cool G.
Okay, we got two there. What about you?
Yeah, I think it was cool too what you were saying before about like the people Cool G Rap influence.
Mm-hmm.
Because with these old rappers, it's like they like senseis because they influence other people. Because like
Yeah,
Chuck D's like Mos Def and Pharoah Monch and that shit.
So,
That's
so
why
where
I
you
say
at?
big up on the pairings. 'Cause,
Yeah.
they
So
was from the
Chuck
same
D,
eras.
Cool G Rap, Mateo.
Chuck D.
Chuck D. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll go with Chuck. You have to
Yeah.
go
All right.
with
So Chuck D. Wow, man. I thought Cool G Rap was gonna hold his there, but wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good, but we're talking about power levels. Some people's power levels are just so
Now
extreme.
this is gonna be fun. Slick Rick versus MC Light.
As you guys know, but it's
Slick
like,
Rick
I love
all
MC
day.
Light, man, but Slick Rick, you're
They're
right.
all around the
Slick
board.
Rick. Mr. Goodnight.
That was like,
It sound cool. I don't even know who that is. but
Nah, he
yeah.
got songs like Outkast, man. That's all you got.
Yeah. What about you,
Slick
baby?
Rick.
Slick Rick,
That was
MC
before
Light.
your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Slick Rick. Slick Rick over here,
That's
Mateo.
real.
Yeah, he got Damn.
Slick Rick.
21 Savage and Slick
All right.
Rick like the same
MC
shit.
Light, she's out. Now here's where things are gonna get serious. Dougie Fresh versus Ice Cube.
Oh,
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Hey, this the only
Yo.
one I'm really going. Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, man.
Ice Cube for sure.
But I love Dougie Fresh.
I feel like
So let me go around and count this out right. So
Ice
I
Cube.
got I'm going with Ice Cube. You're Ice Cube.
I'm Ice Cube. His power level
Ice
is all is infinity.
Ice
Yeah,
Cube.
yeah, he's Super Saiyan.
Dougie.
Yeah, he's Super
Ice
Saiyan.
Cube.
Yes.
Or- All right, and you Ice Cube?
I would go with Ice Cube.
Oh,
Yeah, Ice
Ice
Cube.
Cube by last
All
That's
right.
a tough pairing because Dougie Fresh was like East Coast and Cube was the West. You know.
Yeah.
But Cube.
Yeah,
brought a
I want to
whole-
see how
Cube
everyone's
was a
gonna
genius.
respond to this.
Still is.
This is funny. This is the 8 and 9 seed. Eazy-E versus Luke.
Uncle Luke.
Easy in, right there.
Uncle Luke. I'm not.
Easy in, right there.
Uncle Luke. Luke all day.
What you talking about? Me so horny.
Sorry,
The
sorry,
home
Easy.
team.
We love you. All right.
At home, you gotta go with the home team. Fuck that Luke win for me.
Nah, man, he can't compare with Luke, man.
So
He
we
not
got
with Luke.
somebody
Uncle
here
Luke's
out of
power
this
level is too high.
category. LL Cool J, Rakim, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Luke, Ice Cube, Chuck D, and Too Short. I'm gonna come back to this in a second. We're gonna move on to the next one. Let's go to the 90s. In the 90s round, we're going up with first the 1 and the 16 again. Tupac versus Raekwon the Chef.
Wow.
That sucks. I hate.
Tupac, bro.
I hate to do that to Raekwon because
Tupac.
that's not fair. But then when you're in a gladiator sport,
Yep. Only
you
one
know,
can win, bro.
only one can win. And I'm sorry,
So
I'm
where
not
you
gonna be. You know, I'm gonna vote for Raekwon just because I know y'all all gonna vote for Tupac.
So 1 and 1. Where you going, Mr. Goodnight? I know where you going.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know the other guy y'all talking about, but I'm gonna go with Tupac.
Yeah, where you going?
Pog, man.
3-1. Right, that's always his response. Raekwon?
Raekwon, he's going with
3-2.
Raekwon.
Where you at?
Alright. It's Raekwon, and I'm gonna just explain why real
Oh
quick.
my,
Oh my God, this could be an upset.
Wow, it comes down to you, man. You're like the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's
Tupac is my favorite artist in the world when I'm depressed.
Right.
But if I ain't depressed, he trash.
Oh,
And I ain't depressed right now. So it's Raekwon.
damn. All right.
Nice.
It's
He
on
wants
you,
to
man.
get. You want some of that
It's
lyrical,
Tupac or
lyrical.
Raekwon moving on.
There's a hands down Tupac, baby.
Hands down.
Oh, damn.
I'm glad you did that for me. I would have been a little bit sad with my vote. I would have felt fucked up. I would have been like, damn, you know, I can't believe I voted against Pac, son.
Now things are about to get really big in here. We're going to 2 and 15. Notorious B.I.G. versus Big L.
It's Biggie, man.
That's another great pair in Brooklyn.
That is a good pair.
This is where it hurts you and it hurts your heart
Yeah.
to answer this, but I love Big L, baby.
I knew you was going there.
Yeah. That's the
you was going
dopest
there.
lyricist I've ever seen in my
You was
motherfucking life.
Ever.
That man is a fucking beast.
Ever.
Big L, dude. I love Biggie, but Big L right here. All
That-
day.
that-
That's art. That is lyricism art at its
For
finest.
all you youngins and millennials, you know, that was like.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait, that's all right. They don't know. I didn't show them. They freak out in here when they hear
That's
those
the
words.
word.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
trigger words. You ever
No
heard
matter
of
what
trigger
zip
words?
code.
I see.
Trigger words.
Nah, don't call it that shit. I'm mad.
Hey, listen.
I almost left this lap.
That was the equivalent of the loss of Pac, but way back, way before. Okay. Big L.
All
was a
right. So
hip-hop
Big L
artist.
for me. Who you going with? No Emotion.
I'm going with Biggie Smalls.
Okay, 1-1. Where we at, Mr. Goodnight?
It's a toss up because I don't really listen to none of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go with the easiest shit that I could probably remember.
Biggie is responsible for Lil' Kim, and that's important for
Big
society.
L's.
I'm just gonna go with Biggie.
That was big for
I don't know
society.
I don't know
2-1.
what Big L is.
2-1. Biggie's in the lead. Where we going over here?
I got L, bro.
Big L. Okay. 2-2.
Oh, wow.
Right. That shows your response.
Big L.
Big L. 3-2.
Really?
Big L's in the lead. Where we at?
Biggie.
3-3. It comes back to you, Ed.
Hey,
Call me Big Pop.
hey. In that pairing, but Big L was the man, though. You gotta check him out.
I'm gonna check him out.
Big
Big L was the man.
I don't think there's
Yo,
gonna be too
this
much.
was hold up. Here's where it's disrespectful.
Before his time.
How you got Fat Joe and not Ghostface?
Oh.
Everyone in
Right,
here.
no, we
No,
got on
you're
our
wrong.
list. We got on our list. That's garbage.
That's
Straight up
Big L
garbage.
right now.
Okay,
You
wait.
got
Okay,
Fat
okay,
Joe.
hold on. Okay,
It's
stop.
not
Stop.
Ghostface,
Stop.
it's Jay-Z.
Okay, perfect.
Big up
Perfect.
Fat
Here we
Joe.
go. Here's the moment. I want really quick by a raise of hands. Who wants Fat Joe on the list right now?
Nah, he out.
Guess who?
against Ghostface.
Versus Ghostface.
Versus Ghostface.
Entry form.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so quick. I'm gonna go with Fat Joe
Veto.
because I love Terror
You
Squad,
look like
and I
him,
think
that's
his
why.
work-
You look like
Fat Joe.
you look like a member of Terror Squad.
I would say pun. Put pun on. Pun
Wait,
on.
Pun
wait,
on.
wait, my friend.
Fat Joe versus who?
Fat Joe versus Ghostface. Who would you rather?
Ghostface.
Ghostface, that's easy pick, though.
Because we could go Ghostface,
Ghostface.
or we could go
2-1.
Ghost Death.
Where you at?
Ghostface all day.
Ghost 3-1. Where you at? Ghost 4-1.
Ghost.
Yeah, this makes
Ghost,
sense.
you idiot.
All right. So we're taking out Fat Joe.
Fat Joe
Fat
in
Joe,
there.
sorry.
Big
you
up
are
Fat
not in
Joe,
the 14
yeah, yeah.
state.
Yeah, big old Fat Joe, your ass out of here, man.
Lean back, Fat
Ghostface
Joe. Lean
Killer
back.
is
He
coming
doing lean
in
back.
for a challenge. All right,
I did
so
that bump
all
that
right, so
dunk
you guys
kind of
asked for it. Redman versus Ghostface Killer.
Oh, you made it
You
tough.
wanted it. you got it.
That's cuckoo.
I
That's
go
crazy,
with
dog.
Redman. That is the fucking man right there.
Yeah, I'm also going with Redman because he influenced
Fuck,
me.
I
All right.
fuck with
Redman
Redman
influenced me a lot.
3-1.
I
What do we
fuck
got?
both of them.
That duo.
3-2. Where we at?
Ghost.
3-3. Back to you, Ed. Redman and Ghost.
In this pairing, I'll go with Red, I think, because
Hold on, ice cream. Y'all ain't ever heard ice cream?
I want y'all to consider one thing.
No, we got it.
And
Ghost
that's
went in on the other one, didn't he?
Ghost's new music is better than Redman's new music.
No, you crazy, bro. Nah.
Yo,
heard
I
that
don't
last
know,
track.
man, like,
Redman got out. Now
I
it's
feel
Ghost.
like I feel
For Cuban links too. Yo, like, so Ghost is talking about fucking his son's baby mama, and then his son gets home and he smacks him and he sends him to the store.
Yo.
I feel like me personally, my defense of Redman, I feel like his, like I keep saying, it's based on, to me, is their power level. So imagine you're in an arena, right? A hip hop arena, and Ghostface comes out, right?
That shit fights for New York right now.
Right? Ghostface comes out, but then Redman comes out. Who is gonna make the crowd go more apeshit?
Ghost.
What?
All right. So.
Do you guys really think that?
Is Red bringing back?
Nah.
See?
But
Boom! He just
it's
your
different.
fusion.
But what if Ghost then brings Ray and you have a fucking super battle?
Oh.
That's unfair. It's the
That's
way.
unfair. And then they bring it out. It's like it's all like. And then if he brings you God through, and then Method Man swings in, and then the Jizza, the RZA.
But this on the 2-on-2, they training like Goku and Broly just for the shit.
All right. Let's not get delve into this.
Okay.
Move on to the next one, man. All right, we're going to 4 versus the 13 seed. Busta Rhymes versus, and I'm gonna be specific because you'll see him later in a minute. 90s Dr. Dre.
90s Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre's power
I'm
level is
going
too strong.
With Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes to me, man, every time I've heard him, he's always got me hyped up. He always makes me want to get in a treadmill and lose weight or run or jump in the club or get high. He always makes me feel every kind of way when I've heard his records. Busta Rhymes, you got my nod.
I hate coming.
I'm going Dr. Dre, dog. Dr. Dre's power level is too high, dog. Like I feel like this category. No, it's more than that. Not just that. I'm looking at the human being power level. Now remember, I'm not looking at.
But Busta Rhymes is a big dude. Man.
No, yeah, he's very big. He got power, but yo,
It's because
bruh,
House of Dreads is what's making him.
Dre would be giggling at him if they had
Dr.
a.
Dre,
The power.
basically the music game Darth Vader.
Yeah, he is music game Darth Vader.
All right, so you 1-1. 1-1. What do we got here?
I just, cause I was gonna go lean towards Busta Rhymes, but you said you work out, so that you start off with a lie, cause I know you don't listen to me. And you damn sure don't fucking work out, so fuck off.
I'm gonna sign up at
not
a gym
Dr.
tomorrow.
Dre
I'm
at
gonna
this
show you the
point.
gym
John
membership the
being-
next time I see
The
you.
gym membership, you just be in the mirror like, if you really want to party with me.
Oh man! All right, but I'm going. Where you going?
I'm going Dre, man. Fuck.
Great. Okay, 2-1 here. What do we got over here?
I got Busta.
2-2. What do we? Yeah, that's your answer. Right. What do you got over there?
Busta.
Busted. 3-2. Jesus.
Drake is chronic.
Oh wow. 3-3.
See?
And Doggy Style.
Hey, Mattel hit it on the head. I love Busta, big love Busta, especially in that era because he was innovating with that
Yes,
bringing
man.
with me and all that. But 90s Dre, you put the key word on it. 90s Dre, the chronic.
Yes.
With Snoop. Dum, 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 dum.
Everything, that whole
Damn, Busta. Wow, man.
power
but,
level's
hey,
too high.
Hey, man, the 4 beat the 8.
Hey.
The 13 beat the 4. Then.
Busta, you would have definitely got
Dre's
my vote,
power
but he
level is
lied.
too
He
high.
lied on you.
Okay, I want to see everyone's reaction on this one. Let's go to 5 on the 12. Nas versus Big Pun.
Nas too
Nigga, nah, don't even go
Yeah,
there,
that's
man.
really fucked
You already
up.
know what's going on. Everybody know. This should be a landslide.
But I,
This should be a landslide.
what is it?
Fucking Nas, man.
Yeah, I know it. Right. I was about to say. I was curious. Yeah, power level.
Nas was a landslide.
Yo, I just want to say that's fucked up.
But you know what? Which team he put his
That's
name
fucked
in
up that
there?
he had to go up
That's the
against
easiest
Nas.
shit
though.
ever.
That's
I
sad.
just want to change my vote for a second just because everyone else.
Alright.
Shout out to Big Pun, man. I'm voting for you.
Oh, you busted my move
I
now.
think he picking everybody
Okay.
that look like him.
I'm gonna start voting for who I think is gonna
Everybody
lose.
on there look just like him.
Big
Fuck it, hey, who else? Butterbean you like too? Put him in there.
You know what I feel? What and you told me earlier that was coming.
Right.
So Nas and Pun, right? I feel like Nas brought the African community, right? The African
Oh
American
shit, we
community
getting race
hip hop, right?
Right.
Of course, you know race.
I feel
My
like
turn.
Pun, and then I feel like Pun brought the Spanish community to hip hop.
Yep.
Yeah, he did, man. He did, man. Nah, but Nas, man, Nas.
Did he say African? But did you say Nas brought the African people, like as in like Nigerians and people from? Oh,
I'm with
I
it too.
was just a little confused. I was like, which kind of Africans?
They're like, Nas?
I was. That was my fault.
Hey, I knew that was coming because I was gonna definitely say that.
Yeah, I know you. I knew you would think I was like Africans.
It was such a landslide.
And he got up with the African swag.
You gotta keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Big Pun lost by so much that what if it was Most Def instead of Big Pun?
Nah, Big Pun all day.
Most Def instead of Big Pun.
voted for Pun.
I mean, we should have put most definitely.
That's a different-
I
that's
feel
a
somewhat,
different
but you know what? I think we're gonna redeem ourselves here with the
Black
next
Star's
few
the
coming
90s.
down. Hold on.
Still most deaf.
We got Method Man versus Scarface.
Oh,
Method Man to me is the shit.
wow.
I will die
Absolutely.
saying this.
Mm.
Tombstone, he's the shit. Method Man and Redman, man, I miss those fucking black guys.
Is Redman there?
No.
Like he said.
It's
Redman
just
survived.
Method Man.
Oh, wait, Drake. Oh, it's
No, but what I'm saying is when we talk about meth, is Redman has hype man.
Red or you talking about
No,
Red?
it's
You talking about Brick City?
Nah, but so what are you saying? Who you pick?
Method Man. I'm going Method Man. Who do you got? Method Man, Scarface.
Yo, I'm going Scarface's power level too high.
Wow. 1-1. Where we going, Mr. Goodnight?
Scarface power level way too high.
Method Man. All right. 2-1 Method Man. Where you going?
I got Method.
3-1 Method Man.
He's the people's champ. He's the people's
4-1 Method
champ.
Man.
Scarface.
See, he knows power level.
4-2.
See,
But
can I tell you something? I love fucking meth, man, because I fucked with some meth before. I can never say I fucked with Scarface song. I fucked with Method Man song.
Yes.
Damn, you made love to Method.
But I gotta give my vote to Scarface. That's like the G. That's
So
like,
who won?
Yeah,
Method
Wait,
Man.
make it because
Method
it's a
Man
4-3.
won.
You make love to Method Man. Your girl think about Method Man. You don't want to do that.
I don't want my girl. Yeah, I don't want my girl.
She'll
to be
bust
like-
the nut going to cow.
Yeah,
when
this
I-
is true.
when I
That is
fucked-
true,
When I
that's
fucked
fucking
with the
true.
Method Man in those days, it was actually the 90s. It was like that's what was playing on the radio at the time.
Oh man. All right, so let's move it right along. I love this guy right here, and this is gonna be very motherfucking interesting.
Oh nah.
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Power level too high.
versus Q-Tip.
Oh damn, that sucks. Why did you do that?
But is it Q-Tip or is it the Tribe?
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Is it the tribe? But yo, I'm sorry, but
his work on the tribe.
I'm sorry, but Snoop Dogg's power level so high, he would walk through their whole tribe and destroy all of them one by one.
Snoop, man, I love Snoop. I can't go wrong with him, bro.
Nah, Snoop is hip hop. Snoop is the best hip hop grandfather we've ever had, ever.
You know what?
You
man?
know?
My vote is Snoop.
My vote is Snoop. His power level too high on every
Where you going,
level.
Mr. Goodnight? Snoop, where you going? Snoop, where you going?
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Snoop
Q-Tip.
versus Q-Tip. Right, this is where it's
Good job, man. You did it for him.
Q?
Good job,
All right, so
dog.
we're 4-1 where it's Snoop right now.
It doesn't matter. It's still Q-Tip, but I'm at least take the shit to overtime or something.
It's 4-2. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
4 in here wins. But
Who'd you pick, dog? Who'd you pick, dog?
You would have won Snoop? Wow.
But
Yeah, Snoop. It gotta be
Keep it
Snoop.
real with you.
Q-Tip's artistry was like out of this world.
Here in this bracket is what
The
you
power
see.
level. You can't go against him.
This is going to be hilarious.
But
to me.
Snoop powerful, but it's because of Dr. Dre.
I think this is going to be hilarious to me, man.
Oh, so see there you go. Is it Snoop or is it the Chronic? Dre and Snoop.
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah, it's true because when
This
Snoop
8
ain't have
and
Dre, it
9
was
seed to
different.
me
Yeah.
is just
You don't know
as
any no
interesting
limit
as
records of
ABCD Lukewarm. We've got Little Kim versus 90s Jay-Z.
That's the
What? Why you did that?
Jay-Z, to me,
Yeah.
is a beast.
Reasonable. Dog.
All right, just go through. Just go to the next one, dog.
Yo, so
Yeah.
everyone
No
in here,
blueprint, though.
Strong body
we have to
work.
go
It's
through
so
it.
crazy
No,
how when I think of it, how I'm thinking of it. Each time you say a name, I'll be like, "Who's stronger than he?"
I got something for y'all though.
You know, and then you say another name, and I'm like, "All right, now this is just getting
Lil'
unfair."
Kim.
If I go by my system,
90s Andre 3000.
nah. But then you see,
He's not there.
No,
It's so Lil Kim ain't there. So
Get rid of Little Kim.
Andre.
Andre. Wait, hold up. What are we voting for? Because you're scrambling
No.
you're scrambling the jimmies.
Lil Kim got body. She ain't even deserve to be there.
Nah, she didn't deserve to be
No,
there.
but she had a lot of notoriety in hip hop.
Right, she had a variety.
Biggie wrote all of her shit.
She didn't make She didn't make ATA. She didn't make
Biggie,
Gemini.
yo, but Little Kim,
I'll take it back.
man.
Let's take Little Kim out of here. If you guys feel like that, we'll take
Yeah,
it out.
man. You
All right,
talking
so
about
let's redo that.
a
Jay-Z versus Mos Def. I'm gonna throw in Mos Def.
Yo, I'm sorry, the power level is too high.
Yeah.
Next one, Jay-Z.
Next one.
So
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Andre
So,
3000, I think
We're
he
being
won that.
realistic.
so coming out of
Yeah,
the 90s
what
bracket,
against Jay-Z?
Jay-Z's a singular act though. So Andre, yeah, you're right. Let's keep it.
No. But see, if it was Andre 3000 versus Jay-Z, I'm voting Andre 3000.
Well, hold on, man. Don't worry about it.
Okay, but is he coming up?
He's coming.
Because I'm going to let him destroy everyone.
I'm gonna finish it here for the 90s. This is what we got left for their round. Tupac, Biggie, Redman, Nas, Method Man, Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. 90s Dr. Dre. That's what
90s
survived
Jay-Z.
out of the 90s. So let's move on now to the 2000s. The 2000s are interesting too. Here we go again.
This is Jay-Z 2000s versus Ja Rule.
Hey yo, this
Man,
What the fuck? What is going on here,
Hey,
man?
wait,
What-
fuck that. That's just saying like,
What
okay,
is
we go
this
Kanye
game?
West and fucking Ray J. Who the fuck? Don't fucking do that.
That is like Kanye West and Ray J. Good job, man. That
Hey,
was.
I'll have you know that I didn't personally select no Ja Rule.
Who was selecting these?
I'm going for Ja Rule. No, man.
Nah, wait.
Nah, you can do what you
Nigga
want.
said he was
Hey,
the
you
damn
can do what
Ja
you
Rule.
want.
Go round.
That
Just,
nigga
just,
was
out
Ja
of
Rule.
sake, just to make sure everyone's
I
got
don't
the
got
post,
this
right?
one.
Wait, this the last one?
This was the latest one I sent today earlier. No?
I didn't get it.
What?
This, mine says ludicrous.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, that was the one.
now
you
we
might
got
have
a
gotten
better
the version before. Oh, that's right. I might have not sent you the last.
Now we got a better argument.
Even then, instead of Ja Rule, I'll put MF Doom, and then we can have a real discussion.
All right, so I'm gonna go again. I'm
Yeah,
going Jay-Z here. What do you
I don't feel like we're putting. I feel like we're being like.
it
Since
Ja
he
Rule?
said that,
Did
you
you
see what you did to my head.
Yeah.
You made me feel like, you know what? This whole system that we've been playing
It's
was
rigged.
super,
It's like
super
It's
rigged.
not rigged.
It's super commercial, but it's not.
Ja Rule with Ashanti.
Right.
Maybe he
But
would
even
have
then,
Ja Rule.
Nah, but I'm just saying he fucked me up. You said
Give me
Doom.
another name for the 2000s.
I don't know. It's not fair. It's not fair. Like I feel like my brain got scrambled when he started saying other.
We could have named.
No. Let's stay to the list. Hey, everybody, calm down. Everybody, keep your arms and legs inside of the vehicle. Calm down. Let's go back to the list. Let's just chill out because I was about to get excited.
No,
No,
Jay-Z.
What bear are we on?
Jay-Z. Let's keep the list going.
Jay-Z versus Ja Rule.
Come on, man.
Okay, Jay-Z.
Next vote.
Next vote. Next vote.
Ridiculous.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Boom. Next one.
Okay, so the next one.
DMX or Gucci Mane?
Yeah, DMX versus Gucci Mane.
That's kind of
I'm
ridiculous.
going with DMX all day on this because
What?
Gucci Mane
Is we?
in the
Why are we
2000s.
talking about this?
But DMX in the
DMX.
90s was more powerful than DMX in the 2000s.
Yeah, but
But
still.
see-
No,
but-
he
but-
was still. It was just the same. He just carried over from
It
like
carried
late
over.
90s into early
But
2000s.
then, by the end of the 2000s, DMX was looking real
Hey.
cracky. Alright?
He was a little. He was a cracky.
No, wait a minute. He been cracky. But look, hey, for real, who the fuck came up with these lists? Why DMX and Ben come up? Like,
That's
we
what
got
you
all
get
these
for not-
motherfuckers.
He's here
You
now.
said Little Kim, he put Little Kim in it. Little fucking Kim, okay, we're gonna talk
Hey,
about
women need
females.
representation
Might as well
in
put
here,
Mia
homie.
X
Yeah,
in it.
female
Women
rep.
get
Yeah,
fucking
female
raped
representation.
by
Female
women.
representation.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
That fucking lady, yeah.
All right.
It's
So
a
what's the
lot of
what,
women
what's the vote?
80s, you could put Queen
DMX
Latifah
versus
instead of
Gucci
some
Mane.
white
I
guys
got
rappers.
DMX. What do you got?
I'm going with
MC
DMX
Light.
because
What
I.
do you got?
Okay.
DMX, Gucci
Boom.
Mane.
Fucking DMX, why you asking me?
Let's
DMX,
move. Next
Gucci
one,
Mane.
man.
Next one, man.
DMX.
All
fucking
right.
man.
So
Eminem or Boosie?
Eminem
Ha!
versus Little Boosie.
Well, it's
Damn,
Little
that's
no
not
more.
fair.
It's Boosie badass.
But this
So,
time
I told y'all
That's
earlier. I
the
told you earlier. You're not gonna try Boosie in front of me. Nobody's trying Boosie in front of me.
I go Eminem.
I'm going Boosie.
You. Right, I know.
I'm not gonna answer
Right, I
that
know.
shit, dog.
Who did he pick?
2-2.
Who did he pick?
Who did you pick?
Who did he pick?
Oh, Boosie all day. That's what I.
No.
Wait, who you pick? You pick Eminem?
We're 2-2.
Eminem.
It's Boosie.
That's on me.
Yo, who'd you pick?
I'm gonna go Em. Who'd you pick?
Okay, so I'm the
Who'd you
last
pick?
one.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
And what is 3-3?
Wait. Let's try. Wait.
Boosie.
M.
M. That's 3. That would be 3-1 right now.
Boosie.
That would be 2-3.
M.
3-3. Yeah, fuck you, man.
No,
Fuck.
On the M.
you did the math wrong.
Yeah.
You did the math wrong.
Yo, man, he's a salesman. Don't try him
Show
right
your
now.
hands. Who went for Eminem in here?
God damn it, I don't want to raise my hand.
4. Yeah, 4-3.
Well, all y'all
doesn't
try
matter.
Well, it don't matter.
yourselves.
So, hey, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't matter, so I don't need to fucking
All right,
answer.
Little Boosie's out of
Who did he
I'm not
pick?
answering that shit. That's my
Everyone
favorite too
went
now.
for
Fuck that.
Who,
I ain't-
Boosie?
These my favorite two.
Who, Boosie?
I fuck with Boosie though.
Who did he pick?
He
No
went with-
one.
He went with Boosie, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
So,
I needed to know that.
The next one, 2000s Dre versus Trick Daddy.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
but shout out to Eminem.
I will say I am going
That's my favorite
with.
too.
Damn it, this one shit.
Who?
Dre, bro. Dre was dropping too many hits. I'm going with Dre over Trick. I love you.
But that's like the firm 2000.
Hold on. We're going to who?
Dre versus
What
2000
Dre? Wait, what's up with
2000
this
Dre, my
alternate
bad.
dimension Dr. Dre, my
Yeah, I
nigga?
don't know. I thought
thought we
My
used
nigga,
rapper.
you talking about Dre from the 90s like we're playing fucking hip hop 2K. My nigga, I don't want to vote for a different version of Dre from the
did it
future.
right.
Listen, when okay, so
He did it right. No, you fucking right. I was wondering why we keep naming
I
the same
felt like
people.
you just tried to fucking fundazzle me.
Yeah, he did. He did. He definitely.
He tried to
did.
fundazzle
Oh my
me,
God,
dog.
he
That
did.
nigga
How many times gonna pick
fundazzle.
Drake?
Dre's. Wait, what happened if Dre from
listen, shit.
Dre from the 90s ended up fighting Dre from 2000?
What the fuck?
What a conundrum. All right, sorry, but yo, that nigga's not allowed in the competition, bro. That nigga needs to take his time machine back home.
One person.
We need another person. I'm sorry.
help me justify this, man.
Justify it.
It's the same person.
So,
Jesus.
if that's the case,
We'd have to take out Jay-Z first.
No, he don't.
No, well,
Dr. Dre doesn't have to time
no,
travel.
Jay-Z's so good. That's cool. Because that means Jay-Z's so good, he gets bifocals. So there's two of him, but it's really just him. And Dr. Dre that
So
good
who
too.
should we put in for that 2000s one out of that Dre spot?
Chingy.
Who?
Chingy.
Chingy.
I know
Do
who
it
we're
right
gonna do.
there.
All right. No.
Chingy
I'm gonna
belongs
fix that
there.
for you guys.
It doesn't matter at this point. This guy fucked up our list.
I got it.
Hey,
put-
for the record, I would have took Trick over 2000 Drake.
Hey, I'm definitely going Trick.
Jadakiss versus Trick Daddy.
Who?
Jadakiss.
You know I'm going with Trick Daddy because, yo, that was like a real try to just everything. Because I'm from New York, you know, and I love Jadakiss, you know. Like, what, you know,
What up, Jada?
God, man, like, you know, that whole era, Jadakiss was amazing, but
Jadakiss versus Trick Daddy right now. Bro,
Jadakiss's power level's too high. I'm going Jadakiss. No, his power level's too high.
What are you going?
I had to realize and I had to remember what I was doing. I don't know what you guys were doing.
You know, it's a hard pick for me. I'd rather just go with Trick Daddy, but I'm gonna be like for real with it. I'm gonna go with Jadakiss.
Yeah, you have to be real. Like I originally was gonna say Trick Daddy, but then I had to sit back and be like, wait a second.
So we're going 3-1. What are we doing?
Obviously Jada, man. Come on, we making money.
4-1. Damn it, you lost. Mateo, just out of curiosity.
Straight.
Huh?
Trade Daddy.
Thank you.
Good job, man. Thank you, man.
At least
See,
you got one.
You be going
the kids.
You be going the way that you be safe. Yeah, man. I like it when you guys.
I don't think we don't need to
I
go
already
about
know
the
this
Jada.
nigga. You picked Jada, right? Who'd you pick?
I want to see
Okay.
how you guys feel now. 50 Cent versus Andre 3000.
Oh God damn. Nah. When did what time? What year frame did this nigga time travel?
I hate.
So what year are you from, nigga?
This is
You could do Andre and Outkast.
We talking AT aliens or we talking speaker box?
This is 2000's Andre 3000.
Alright, so it's like the Love Below type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But is it just against Get Rich or Die Trying, or is this like the movie?
Is this against the human? Is this against like I hate that I'm judging it off of power level. Am I okay? What I want to let known is what I'm representing is the power level of the artistic, creative ability of the person, right? 50 Cent seems like he's more powerful than Andre 3000, but he is not more powerful than Andre 3000, and Andre 3000 gets my win. Next one.
All right, wait. You
I feel
Andre
like
3000. I'm going
That's tough, yeah.
Andre 3000.
of course, man. Come on, man. Power level's
I
too
ain't gonna lie
high.
to y'all, man. When he put Boosie in front of Eminem, I was like, damn, Boosie. But then I was like, fuck it. Now I gotta go back to it. Since Eminem you signed 50 Cent, fucking I'm going 50 Cent.
50.
All
I
right,
like
2-1.
that.
Where you going?
I got 50, bro.
2-2.
That's
Where are we
nice.
going here? It hurts, but you got to do it.
50.
3-2-50.
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. Yo, Mateo, man. That nigga get it.
Yeah, bro.
Who won? Who won? Who did he pick?
He hasn't decided.
Oh, he hasn't decided.
Yeah.
I'm zoom-
on the set, bro.
It's all about numbers with you, ain't it?
Yeah.
3,050.
50 got numbers.
Right? It is. Like, he's like
We're
3,000.
gonna have to go with 3,000. Yeah.
3,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. God status.
Hey,
Andre 3000, son.
Hey, but the hardest part for me, I hate comparing people. I hate doing
Well,
I hate that.
Nah, but it's not people though. It's their
Yeah,
energy.
but I'm just gonna pick
You know, it's
up.
their art.
I hate
We're
comparing
judging. We're judging their Well, I don't know what y'all judging, right? I don't know. Like I keep saying, yeah. I'm scaling their artistic ability to me compared. I don't know. That's what I'm comparing.
All right, here goes the next one. Lil Wayne versus The Game.
Wayne, come on, man. I'm
out
sorry.
of here, man.
Stop it.
Lil Wayne.
Come on, man. Wayne.
Lil Wayne. What do you got?
Wayne all day, man. Lil Wayne is one of the greatest artists ever to live, man.
This show running long as hell.
Next.
I know. We got to move it.
Wayne.
I know. Wayne, The Game.
Wayne.
Oh no, hey, we cut it. We cut
Alright.
it. We cut it.
Yeah.
Make one show and make.
Are we living in the future now? Yet? Or what time period are we in right now?
We're in the 2000s.
Okay, yeah.
Kanye and Luda.
Kanye versus Ludacris. I'm
It's-
going.
Kanye. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be hard if we make it to the fucking end. It's gonna be
That's
fun.
why I give you guys this list.
So let's go through.
Marinate.
Nah,
Kanye
the shit
versus-
done changed up, man.
Yeah. So Kanye versus Luda. What do you got, Mr. Gannett?
Who?
Kanye West versus Luda.
Luda.
Ludacris.
What? That's a nigga right there, boy. I love that. Cause Luda dope.
2-2. Holy crap.
Kanye.
3-2 Kanye.
I'm going with yeah.
Yeah, gotta go. Yeah.
You gotta kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, he was
This here. I love these 8-9 seats.
Every time you get inside, I hope it's not
They
Jay
are
Z.
the best
None of these
ones.
motherfuckers, man.
All right, so let's do this. Fabulous versus T.I.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go.
Beast mode right now. I'm going T.I. dude.
I'm going Fabulous
Man
all
doesn't
day.
let me-
Nobody fucks with Fabulous, son.
You going Fabulous, and I'm gonna be real, the most consistent motherfucker.
Most
I've ever been
consistent.
in.
Fabulous.
Fabulous motherfucker.
Fabulous.
All right,
Fabulous.
Two
Consistent
one
as fuck.
Fabulous. Where we going?
Wait, where's he going?
Fabulous.
Yeah, so it's 2-1
Fab,
Fabulous right now.
consistent.
Fabulous is in the lead. What are we doing?
I know what I'm getting.
Fabulous
from
or T.I.?
Every time.
Yeah, but when
Yeah.
T.I. could, he made All About the Money with Young
Yo,
Thug.
my man
That shit
is a
goes
beast,
hard.
dude.
Who do you pick?
Again? Say it again. Say it
He
again.
made that All About the Money with
Who do you pick,
Alright,
Mateo?
T.
Hey, what are you doing?
T.
T.I.?
We're going
So
to tip it
it's
all
2-2
day.
right now. Where we at?
Tip it
T.I.
all
or
day.
Fabulous?
Oh no. Oh.
You going personal.
I feel like we got like down south up north. I got Fab.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
3-2. Where you at?
I think it's Fab, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
When T.I.'s
T.I. is done, but
You know what it is? That's
I'm done about it.
That's our favorite.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
Isn't it crazy how South
know.
Florida is so influenced by the East Coast and the South at the same time? It's like the South has influenced everyone from South Florida with both of the sides of the East Coast and West Coast.
See, don't get me wrong, I fucks with Fab. I fucks with Fab big time, but based off what you talking about, the power level, I think Tip's power level.
All right, so let me.
Tips
so let me
power
finish
level.
this 2000 list.
Hold up, musically?
Tip, T.I.?
Yeah, I'm talking musically. I'm talking like yo, when Fab decided to start rapping, he never stopped. T.I. Okay, but T.I. was inspired by Fabulous.
It's a possibility.
All right.
Fab is a
So
beast.
this is the 2000s list and what remains. Jay-Z 2000s version.
Oh God, time traveling Jay-Z, is that him?
I don't know why he did it like that.
This
but yeah.
nigga showed up with a fucking face mask on,
I think
breathing.
in this case it works because it's pre-Illuminati Jay-Z and post-Illuminati Jay-Z.
Yeah, I
So here we
guess.
go. Okay, so
Can
got
we just
Jay-Z.
have a one version
This
of
is the
people?
final 8 of the 2000s. Jay-Z, DMX, Eminem, Jadakiss, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Fabulous, and Andre 3000 make up the last 8 for the 2000s. So here we go to the 2010s. 2010s. This is interesting to me because I really don't give into much of these artists, so it's kind of like what I'm into.
Yeah, you
now.
picked some weak ass. No.
I tried. Okay.
No, you picked some regular
the first
shit.
one is Drake versus I don't know how.
This is today. We're
Cardi
living
B.
today now.
Yes.
Drake.
We finally made it to the 10.
Come on, man, skip.
So,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Maybe somebody's gonna pick Cardi. These niggas, this nigga about to, y'all niggas about to pick Cardi B?
who's picking Cardi B?
This nigga about to pick Cardi B, right? This nigga about to pick Cardi B.
Wait,
That was
so
my favorite.
for the 2000, that's
This
what you
nigga
picked
about
for
to pick Cardi B,
2010,
babe.
remember?
The 2010s, yeah.
Cardi.
Fuck, man. So it could have been other people that in there, but I'm gonna go by the list.
Wait,
with this
it's not done.
one. Oh, okay.
There's more people.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
then-
Okay, okay. Which one of y'all niggas is?
Motherfucker, I'm out here.
Hang on, he's there. Drake versus Cardi B.
I want to pick. I want.
I'm gonna be real.
Go,
This is unanimous.
go get
Which
him.
one? I want to know who's voting.
Who are you
Cardi
picking
B.
for? I knew them niggas.
Cardi though.
Y'all picking Cardi? I knew it.
Yeah, but who rolled?
I knew it. I saw it in his eyebrows. I saw this nigga's eyebrows. I said he's voting for Cardi. I saw that nigga's fucking ponytail. I said that nigga voting for Cardi.
I'm not,
son.
I got followers right now watching this.
It's like me.
Ain't that
It's
personal.
like me choosing. Like, see, I skipped on LL, right? And I'm gonna skip on Drake, the same shit. So I'm
Uh-huh.
going Cardi B.
All right, so listen. Come on, vote. Who you voted for? You look like you could. You could have voted for Cardi, but listen. I wanna vote for Cardi because I feel like one day I might meet Offset. And if I meet Offset, I want that nigga to love me.
You don't want him to hear this.
I don't
later.
want him to hear this later in life and be like, yo, I met this nigga, you didn't pick my girl. So yo, I'm gonna do the correct business
Be
decision.
careful what you say.
I'm gonna make a business. I'm gonna make a business decision at a power level.
Hey, no, hold on.
All right, and I'm gonna vote Cardi B. Cause Drake's power level is no. You know what? I'm sorry. I was just playing. That was for joke. Drake is a god. Drake is on god level, son. That nigga.
All right.
I voted Drake. My bad.
Let's move it.
Next one.
Nicki Minaj versus Mac Miller.
What's up with these females going against males? That ain't even
What
fair.
do you want me to do?
What the fuck?
Oh, why the women have to go? Women?
Nah, they don't do that shit in
No, but you
sports.
naming people like that.
Sounds equal, right?
Nah,
naming the great
nah, I'm sorry. I'm sexist, bruh. They don't have that shit in sports.
Do you want to know what the vote is here right now?
What?
I go Nicki Minaj.
What? Who?
Mac Miller.
Yeah, I go Nicki Minaj. Damn, that's
going
fucked
with?
up.
Can we get a wife?
Yo, that's fucked up.
Who you going with?
That's fucked up that you made me pick Nicki over Mac Miller, son.
Mac Miller. All right, 2-1. Where we going?
I want to.
Miller.
God.
All right, 2-2. Where you going?
That's a piece of Mac. I got Mac.
3-2. Where
I'm
you
going.
Mac Miller, Nicki.
Oh shit. Both.
See, he feels like okay. Damn, I want to pick Mac. I want to pick Mac. I'm going back. My bad. Listen, I don't care about the ballot. No, I'm picking again. I'm picking Mac because I'm thinking about certain songs that he made me feel some kind of way.
Exactly.
And I was like, that motherfucker.
Going back.
All right, so
I'm going with Mac. It just sucks that it just sucks that, like, it's not fair. Like, it's like that bitch power.
But this is how it goes.
Fuck, son. That bitch power level higher than a motherfucker. Because she talented than a bitch. Bruh, she's a really good rapper. People,
All right.
fuck.
Let's move on. Calm down. You'll be
But
all
we're
right.
going Mac, man. I'm going with Mac
All
Miller,
right,
man.
So, but he won either way. Mac Miller moved on.
That was hard.
All right, it's gonna get even harder right now in here. J. Cole versus Chief Keef. I'm going J. Cole.
I'm going.
You said that was a hard pick.
We need that one on proof.
Wait a minute.
Say it on proof.
How G got here from the 80s?
Hey, wait a minute. You said that was a hard pick?
Chief Keef. I think we should make Chief Keef be a time traveler. Chief Keef, we need different era Chief Keef. Do we need? Yeah, we need 2010 Sosa. You know, versus we need to.
Sosa was a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So
This is
But
2010.
Cole's-
No, we're gonna let Sosa. The only artist that I think deserves to time travel is Sosa.
Sosa.
Wow.
Bitches
What the
love
fuck?
Sosa.
That's why you're John Everyman.
Yeah.
This ain't even hard. No, this is not even the hard.
Sosa
Fucking
is.
J. Cole. J. Cole, why the fuck is we answering? Why do you compare these two people?
Listen to me. Let's keep it going.
choose somebody else. This ain't
Sosa.
hard.
Look at me. Sosa is the. No. Sosa is Chief
J.
Keef.
Cole or Kendrick.
So why didn't one of y'all save him, man?
Fucking-
Yo,
This
yo,
dude?
Mateo, I'm
Oh,
zoomed
fuck.
in on you, son. Why you didn't save him when I was setting him up for that Sosa shit right there, man? When I set him
Go
up.
ahead, answer. Let him answer. Let him answer.
I don't even know what the fuck Sosa
Sosa,
was.
Sosa.
Google.
You know.
Sosa was.
You know,
Sosa.
I know the song.
Yeah, you know it's Sosa. Gonna grow it doja. That's what I told ya.
Scarface?
Huh?
You seen Scarface?
Yeah.
You know who Sosa is?
Yeah.
That's who Keith represents in
Represent.
the rap game.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm
we
still
gonna-
going J.
we
Cole
gonna put
here.
it out.
Where you
We
going?
gonna put it out.
Chief Keef, J. Cole.
J. Cole, man, that's not fair.
That's easy, Jacob.
J.
You
Cole?
said 2010, right?
Yeah.
2010, I go with Sosa.
Alright, so he's 3-1.
Rolling in that
3-1. J. Cole,
rover.
where you going?
Finna say it's over.
Chief Keef
Drinking till
or,
it's over.
What year?
2010.
Shit for them. I'll give it to them, Jay.
So you're going
J. Cole,
Chief
J.
Keef,
Kizzle.
J. Cole?
J. Kizzle.
So
It's
4-1.
really cheap.
No, it's not
It's
4-1.
really cheap, but 2010, Jay.
1, 2, 3, 4 already voted J. Cole.
O Block.
O Block.
O Block. O Block.
That's cheap, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
J. Cole won, man.
Hey, y'all don't put J. Cole, man. I took everybody.
Kendrick
You should've
Lamar.
done We should have done Boosie, Chief
Who
Keef.
you got him going against?
Now let's go. Kendrick Lamar versus Future.
Ah, man, why you gotta do Future like that?
Yo, why you gotta do Future like that?
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're like the evil fucking person dressed in fucking like
You're
rags,
corporate
and you're
America
just
right
telling everybody bad news.
That Eminem.
Yeah, you're gonna get hated
I
for
hate
this
that, 'cause I
because
love
Future
both. I had to
Future is talented
That's so
as
black.
fuck.
Right, you heard it? La-di-da-di-da. La-la-la-la.
Okay,
I
yo,
love it, but
and
still,
so many more.
Wasn't that what you
Kendrick
doing?
Lamar
Yo,
is a beast because he
Yeah.
reminds me of in a pool full of alcohol.
All right, so let's all pick. Let's all pick real quick. Yo. So pick all quick. What's your pick? I'm going Kendrick Lamar. Who you picking? Let's go through it real quick.
Lamar versus Future.
Kendrick.
Come on, Kendrick, bro.
Guard.
Ken.
Future.
Kendrick.
All right, so
Can
Future, you
walk.
out of there. Let's move on to the next one. I love this guy, man. Wiz Khalifa versus YG. I love
Oh,
this.
this is a good
Come on.
Wiz Khalifa all day.
Stop.
Wiz Khalifa versus who?
YG.
Because the thing is,
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa is actually only powerful when he's fighting alongside Currency. When he's fighting alongside
Yo, I was gonna say that. Is he with Currency?
Wiz
Cause
Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa was at his greatest when he was with Currency.
Hey,
That was how I discovered him.
Taylor game, baby.
All right, so I'm going Wiz Khalifa.
I'm going to the Wizard of Oz.
Wiz,
Taylor game.
Taylor Gang.
Same thing with
Where you going, Mateo? Wiz Khalifa?
Mateo.
Which one? He don't give a fuck.
YG. Wiz Khalifa, YG. That beer is getting.
Nah,
Where you going,
nah, I'm
Ed?
good.
Wiz Khalifa, YG.
Wiz.
Wiz is done. YG's out of there.
Wiz anyway.
I'll go with
Stop it.
This is another one of my
Come on, you see
favorites.
what world we in?
2 Chainz versus Schoolboy Q.
Two-
Titty Boy. I love me some Titty Boy.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. I'm going 2 Chainz. He's an amazing artist. That nigga talented as
Hell
fuck. man.
yeah.
That
Where
nigga
you at,
smart.
Mr. Goodnight?
This is, I don't, 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz. Ed.
Well,
Just because I love hearing the guy's name. 2
Two
Chainz.
Chainz Titty Boy. They don't know him. Titty Boy was his real name. He changed it later on.
His
No,
mom
his
didn't
real
call him
name's Titty Boy.
Yeah, his real name ain't
name's
Titty Boy.
Titty Boy.
No,
Let's
his-
say it right.
His
so
rap
you know-
name is Titty.
Yeah,
Titty Boy.
yeah.
Don't say that.
Let's call him real. Let's
I'm-
call
I
him
love
real.
this.
Cause I know a dude named Booty. I don't think that's his name.
Meek Mill versus Offset.
Wait, who won Schoolboy?
Come
2
on,
Chainz.
man.
I
2
do.
Chainz.
I don't know
Yeah,
why I
Schoolboy
just
did
got
not last
so
time.
I got so
But
overwhelmed.
I'm going Meek Mill all day in this bitch.
Listen,
Meek Mill's a beast, dude.
I'm gonna go
Mill
Meek.
versus
I'm gonna
Offset.
go.
Think about your business strategy.
I'm gonna go Meek Mills, but I don't know why. But my body just shut down from this whole game. My whole body, like everybody,
I tried warning
everybody, hey, listen,
everybody.
everybody, answer your questions, man.
This is real.
All right, man. So
Go.
So
Let's go.
So
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill too. What are you doing? Meek Mill, Offset. Meek Mill. Where we going?
What the fuck? It's Gucci Mane. It's not
Yeah, it's Gucci, man.
no,
He
I
should
took
be
him
there.
out because
Who's next?
What do you want him to sign?
No, I don't
had
care.
Offset.
No, Gucci doing time travel. Everybody's in a fucking time machine. It doesn't fucking matter. Come
No,
on.
we're doing Offset. Forget it.
Offset's definitely
Where we going?
We're going for me.
Meek, where you going, Mateo?
Meek. Meek.
All right, that was the next one.
So,
I know.
for the last two of this round, for this first round here, we've got ASAP Rocky versus Killer Mike.
Oh.
Killer Mike, no
Killer
emotion.
Mike all day,
Killer,
dude. I
killer.
think that man's a beast, but I think
Ah,
ASAP
my
Rocky is
legs.
so good too, bro, but Killer Mike here. So we got two Killer Mike. Where you going? ASAP Rocky, Killer Mike. Killer Mike 3. Where we going?
I got ASAP though. Go for me.
ASAP.
No.
Killer Mike.
Killer.
Oh,
Huh?
Killer all day.
Yo, what are these beers all about, man? Which one of these shits is from Istanbul?
So here's the final 8 out of the 2010 round.
I see a shark.
I'm gonna read this.
I wanna
so we can
swim.
get to the next one really fast so I can get down to the
Baby
Sweet
shark.
16. So in the 2010 category, the final 8
Yo,
are
Don.
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, Meek Mill, Killer Mike, and Mac Miller. I'm gonna bring this back up to the top. This is the last round. We're gonna make it even faster.
This shit getting grueling, bro. I think maybe we should do one each week, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
going through this whole game right
You
now.
wanna, so you want to go? You want to save it here, guys?
Yeah,
Wanna
we
pause
can
it?
do one.
No, I'm definitely
Well,
not.
I
Listen.
want to hear.
nah, I want to hear the
I
end.
want to hear the.
Nah,
next
they
one.
saying
I
that.
wanna
They
know
saying
who
that.
you is.
They saying that because they guess in the audience. They not a part. They not a part of
All
the
right, I'm
cast.
gonna do show of hands really quick. Do you guys want to continue to get to the Sweet 16, or do you want to leave it here?
I want to leave whatever we talking about. Leave it. I want to talk and start saying goodbye.
That's what you want to do, my friend?
Man, it's time to start saying I love everybody.
It's
All
time
right,
to start
that's what we're
saying.
gonna do. We're gonna teach you guys. That's it. My crew has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna continue next week's round. We have our final 8. I've read them out.
Our final is 32.
Huh?
Boom.
We're at 32 now. Yeah, we're at the 32 mark of this tournament. This was very intense. It was
fun as hell though.
Emotions flared.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna make a commitment right now. Listen, you motherfuckers got me committed, dog. I'm not joking. This is a new word in my life of an uncommitted motherfucker. It's all because I started to be committed to just myself and my, instead of just worrying about where am I gonna leave my sperm tonight.
Right.
I decided I'm gonna fucking make. I might.
Why
You're
the fuck
not.
would you even have to say that? I know that shit wasn't even.
Yeah, for real, because you wouldn't even think I did. What I would do is I would jerk off in the bathroom, right? Put a little bit on my fingertip and then put it like behind your chair. So then every time you sit down, I'm like, he has no idea that there's a little bit of my sperm behind his seat until I touch everything that everybody owns and uses. And in my head, I'm like, there's a little bit of me
He does fit the criteria.
in all of you. Yo, nah, fuck that. But yo, what were you just saying? So next time we come,
Next time we'll come and we'll get this down to either the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna continue it. And you know what?
and I'm coming.
You guys are proof right now of why we're gonna cut it off.
Yes.
Looking at you two raise your hands made me determine why we need to cut this off. I think too many people right now are getting into this. I think that the listeners and viewers are getting into this, and I'm sure they want us to keep going, but we're gonna tease you.
We
Tease you to the next episode.
Yeah, you little fucking dirty cock tease. You little fucking whore. Yeah, you're a little slut. Yeah, you're gonna fucking tease them. Yeah.
Someone went home today.
Oh,
Someone
yo.
went home tonight.
The worst part
Yo.
is there's a Joe Budden fan. It's just like, why wasn't he even on this shit?
What's wrong with Joe Budden?
Joe Budden got the craziest fans in the world.
No. Wait for the
Joe
Styles
Budden's
P
a big
fans
fun.
to come out.
Jersey
Remember?
City.
Styles P. Styles P.
Styles P.
Actually, the one that
Block.
the gunplay fans, which is really just me and like 4 or 5 people. Still.
Nah, I fucks with Gunplay too. Gunplay's a mad talented dude, and I was in a cash checking store one time, and he came in there at the same time, and I was all like, "Hey, you're Gunplay." He was like, "Yeah, what's up, dog?" Da 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 da. We talked a little bit, and he made me feel like I was special, and he's a good person. Gunplay's a good nigga, man. Real shit.
Yeah, man, fuck that. I fuck with Twister too, man, because that motherfucker.
I know, man. I wanted to bring him
He
on.
got the channel. He got the title.
Be real
He got the
fans.
title. Fastest rapper.
Anyone that we left out, like, I apologize. We could only get 16.
I know, man. And yo, you can only do so many.
I consulted my hip hop specialist. Like, if this was a hip hop shop.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it out
Hey,
there.
I gave my suggestions.
Yeah,
if
man.
I get kicked out or not, I'm gonna throw it out there. Shout out to Cassidy, man, because Cassidy's a fucking problem.
Yeah, I think Cassidy.
Oh
was-
yeah, yo, there's a cannabis fan in the jail
Oh
cell.
yes, there is right now. There is right now. You are so right. I thought about that name too, man. But we're gonna conclude it like that, people. Ed, did you have a good time?
Yo, everybody say where they're from and shit. Like, yep.
Where they can follow us?
Yeah, where we can follow
Oh,
all
I'll
of
get
that.
to that. I always spit mine, but Ed, start off first. You're our guest, man. Where can people follow you, and where can people ask you more real estate or want to buy a home? Because you sound like the Messiah.
Yes.
You guys can catch me on Instagram at Ed
Hold on.
Ruiz_mortgage specialist.
Say that one more time, man. I heard noise.
Ed Ruiz_mortgage specialist.
All right. Is there a website, or is that just you want them to
That's
follow you on
the
social media right there?
handle. Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you rep any company, or it's just you independent?
Yeah, absolutely. The Mortgage Elite, man, a division of Fast Track Mortgage Services.
Okay, cool. So if you guys want to look them up, please. If you want to buy property, can people just? Are you only available to people in Florida, or just throughout the country? Anywhere?
Throughout the country, all 50 states, man.
Yeah?
Just give me a call and I'll definitely give you a hand.
There you go, people. You heard that first. We're hooking you up. We're helping our listeners buy houses. I'm better than Oprah. I'm giving you people houses in this mother.
Say that again. Say that again. Say it again. Say it again.
You get a house.
No, I don't.
You get a house, and
You better, hey, when I come, hey,
You know
man.
what? Today I officially quit. First off, you was doing the N-word around like a motherfucker, right?
it's because noodles.
Now
are
It's because I'm black and I'm new.
I'm out of here, man.
And I'm very,
I got
yo,
more
but
black
we
friends.
need
Come on,
you.
man. I ain't talking
got
about
We
old
need
black.
you.
I'm out, man.
Yo, man, black people need you.
Shit, get up.
Shit, you ain't seeing shit.
You walk up and be like, they don't pay nothing. I only get diarrhea.
John
Alright.
made a movie called The Colored Nurple.
Oh man, thank you to the fellas for hanging out again. Appreciate you guys coming through, and you can listen to this episode and many other ones under the everymanpodcastshow.com website. Follow us on social media under the Everyman Podcast Show, and shout out to Wake and Bake Studios for allowing us to do another episode out here. And like we said, people, tune in next week to find out who makes it past that elite or that 32 round. And just like that, we're gonna wrap up episode 58. I am your host, John Everyman, and thank you for the first time user there, our fearless sound engineer Walter, who looks like he's probably gonna do a good job closing this
I
show.
bet I sound so.
He's doing a really good job. I just want to say thank you to Walter.
Come
Everybody
on,
clap it up
You
for
can
Walter.
do it, Close
Yo,
it,
Walter,
close
you did a
it,
great
close
job
it.
today,
You
man.
gonna play it? You don't cue it? Let's see him. Let's see him do it.
Oh, no, I didn't do it right.
Oh my God!
Just like a black
What's wrong with
dude.
him? I thought you trained him, Mateo. You did train Mateo. Yeah, you did train him because he's fucking up. And like, that's definitely, that shit sounds great. I think, is that the homemade video? He's playing music of his wedding.
Hey, the sad part is that's our sound got for
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job.
Our closing music is Walter singing the song.
Hey, hold on. Give me a second chance. Hold on.
You want another try?
He wasn't ready. We were still in
He
the
wasn't
questions.
ready. Okay,
He
one
wasn't
more
ready.
try.
Why?
One more
Where
try.
did this song come from?
Mind you, he did a good job trying to signal me
Where
off.
did this song
Sound
come
guy
from?
can't even press play on the sounds.
Yeah.
From Walter's homemade videos. I don't know. He's probably
You don't know
singing
about his homemade.
karaoke
You don't
night.
know about his homemade.
Joe, you have to
videos.
take it off the plastic. Like, how serious is this
This is
operation
real.
right
Hey,
now?
I'm gonna invite all y'all to one of my
Hey, John,
days.
Hey,
Everyman
talk about
show.
first day on the job. What a way to wrap this show up on a technical difficulty.
His first day on the job, he brought friends and all.
Take your friends to work, then. Fire all you motherfuckers, man.
Oh man! Oh, one of them did show up right. There we go. Close
I
us out,
told
my
you,
friend.
I told you niggas he had it under control. Stop fucking with that boy.
Now turn it up and
Stop
take
fucking
us
with that
home,
man.
Walter.
Stop fucking with that man.
Do it.
That man doing a great job.
Walter.
Walter finna turn this bitch off.
That nigga got the music. Where did the music come from?
Damn.
Oh, this is wild as shit.
Where'd the music come from?
There you go. Shut it down.
What? We going out to? I can't wait.
This is Walter singing. You can cut that off whenever you want.
You said that's him singing? That's dope. Yo, that was you singing? Yo, man, when's your album dropping and shit, man? You got a beautiful voice. I just want to let you know, yo, son. Yo, I just want to let you know you got a beautiful voice, man.
I need new help. Hey,
I need to hire new help, yo. That was crazy. And we came in a crash landing.
Bro, I'm so happy to take my fucking headphones off, man.
Do you not see the quality of the production in here? What do you think post-production looks like? It's getting better. Post-production goes worse, yo.
Yo, look at my masters golden. Don't ask who am I. NoEmotion. Yeah. John
If we do that,
Everyman.
we're gonna break the damn machine, bro.
John Everyman.
Yeah, I'm here. That's me.
Everyman podcast. Yo,
That's-
peace
yeah,
the fuck
listen
out,
to it.
everybody. Yeah. Fucking look at it. Everybody say
Yeah.
peace.
Fight with your friends.
John Everyman. John Everyman.